This one's for real, right?
Yes.
This is the real one.
I hope so.
All right.
We'll see how this comes out. This is a test.
Test.
Mic check. 1, 2.
2, 1, 2. That's right. Exactly. You know the jam.
Yeah, we're getting kind of good at this, I think.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
Well, what do I know?
Yeah, I will see. I don't know. Might not even be able to post this.
Oh, 2 hours for nothing.
I know. Oh, I get to see your beautiful face.
Oh, yeah. 2 times.
Just chat with you.
That's right.
It's at least quasi worth it.
Yeah. Get something out of it.
Yeah, a little bit. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
We're back, man. We're back to the usual. We had our special guest last week.
Yep.
Great turnout. We'll talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, we're back. We're back to it, man. How you feeling?
I'm okay. I feel naked.
Ooh.
I think you might as well.
Yeah.
As you guys have naked.
I always feel naked.
I'd like to see you.
Well, it was easy there.
But we are, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, we don't have headphones on.
No cans.
So, or maybe you're not going to see this on YouTube.
And you're
I'm terrible. I don't know. Or you just don't watch us. But we're trying something new.
Yeah.
We're seeing how this goes.
We don't want to hide our beautiful ears. These are worth price of admission.
Plus, you want to see our beautiful hats in their full glory.
Of course.
With the cans on.
Yeah. Love the new look, my friend. You got the lime green. Is it lime green? It's lime green.
Electric green.
Electric green. All right. And you got the little, the filigree or whatever it is on the rim. I like it. Yeah, man. The rocking the squirrels.
Got your nice frog.
I do. I love my Fredericksburg Frogs hat. It's one of my favorites. We'll continue this. You got a few more coming, don't you?
I got one more coming. I'm excited about it. I was hoping it was here for this episode.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a gem.
Okay.
But that's okay. You'll
save it for next one.
Wait till the next one.
That's right. And we're gearing up very closely to a few more special episodes coming up.
Are.
Yeah. So we'll kind of get those closer to that timeline.
Exactly.
But for now, you guys are stuck with the old tried and true.
Yep.
The usual suspects. We'll go over a few things. We're going to do the weekend talk. We got to talk about the end of the World Cup.
Yes, we do.
And then we've got some interesting, maybe a little curveball. A few topics that people wouldn't expect us to talk about.
We've held it off for a little while, but I feel like we've got some things we can chat about.
It's about time.
It is.
Yes.
We don't shy away from topics.
No. If anything, we just don't have enough time.
That's really the truth behind it.
I mean, we can't make this a 4-hour show. Maybe we could.
We could.
Yes.
It'd be easy.
And no one would listen.
No.
I mean, if you could segment like how long they say, and they dropped right here.
Yes.
Like at the hour and a half.
I would
mark.
love to see that. Yes.
And this is where you lost them. But yeah, how was the weekend, man?
Our weekend I feel like it was a blur. Not much really going on. We did our 3 Ps.
Okay.
I did lightly play a little pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
If they kind of needed somebody and warned that I couldn't really do but so much moving. But it was fun. It was good to get out there. I hung out with some people, talked to them that I don't usually talk to because we're playing or something. So I met some people.
Mm-hmm.
Watched my wife play. She's getting so much better. So I'm super happy that she's getting better and she's enjoying it. And then, pool and Publix, man. And then before I knew it, it was like time to get ready for work on Sunday.
There you go. Weekends are just a finite resource. You don't get a lot of time with it.
The time just goes by way too fast.
And it's like with kids, it's like it always feels like, what did I do this weekend? Because it's like there's always stuff for them.
Yeah.
Where's the stuff for Bigo? Never. It's always like the weekend. You know why the weekend went by fast? Is because I had a bunch of kid crap that I had to do.
Yeah.
And that's why. But no, I mean, the weekend was okay. We had some friends coming in from out of town. So they got to go hang out. We did. It's a weekly thing. I'm going to Belle Island. We just like going to Belle Island.
Oh, okay.
A little hiking, a little sweat, a little swag.
There's also especially as the kids kind of get older, there are so many different trails with different lengths that you can take. So it's not one of those where they'll graduate out of it and won't want to do it. You'll just
ramp it up a little bit further.
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, week was kind of dull for me. I mean, I'll be honest with you. We watched a scary movie though. Obsession. Did you watch Obsession? Have you seen Obsession?
Not a scary movie.
I know you're not as scary.
That kind of
you'll like it.
Out.
You'll like it.
Commercials for
it's scary, but it's not like bloodthirsty scary, and it's also not like superly Jump scares,
Okay.
scary.
Is it kind of like Swim Fan on steroids?
Never saw Swim Fan.
Okay,
So
but
I
it's
don't
like a
know.
stalkery type thing.
It's more like a possession, like there's a person's like possessed,
Oh, okay.
like type dealy,
Okay.
but it's like wrapped around I mean, I'm not gonna go over, it, but it's available on the Peacock
Okay.
now,
I did. Oh,
free streaming. So you should give it a go. I don't think I even got the missus to watch it, and she hates scary movies. And she's like, I liked it, but I won't watch it again.
okay. My wife likes scary movies, so maybe that'll be.
Yeah. I think you guys are like it. Obsession
Okay.
gets the Bigo stamp of approval.
I like that. You do know a little bit about.
I am the movie guru. That's my way of sneaking in movie talk since we haven't.
Go ahead. I
got
know.
an itch
July
to
is
scratch.
Yep.
Odyssey came out. Hearing great things about that.
reviews.
Of course, it's a
Made a
freaking
lot of
epic.
money.
It's going to.
It already has.
I know. It's like 125 in like previews or something like that. 125 milli in previews.
It's because Matt Damon's the greatest actor.
Yeah, right. You're out of here.
Rounders, Born Identity.
I love that Rounders is your first Matt Damon movie. He's been in all the Ocean movies.
Yeah, but he's with
Born Identity, like all the Born movies.
I said that
second. You freaking Rounders. Rounders is a good movie.
It is. It's a little corny, you know, when you get into the poker game, like, and you really start playing poker and you see that, you're kind of like, man, these are really kind of corny, like in
situations.
But it is a good movie because Matt Damon makes it good.
And, you know, we had Matt Damon's doppelganger on our show last week.
Yes, we did.
Seabear.
Yeah.
We had a Seabear shout out. So great first episode, first guest that we had. I think we handled it pretty well with all the ups and downs and sideways turns. I think Seabear took it on the chin when we cut his whole side story. Did he reach out to you? He gave me the crying face emoji. I think that was like, you guys cut us. I was like, what? No way.
It's like, man, Jason, how did you get it down? Like this episode.
Oh man, I had to hold my laughter so much when he texted that. I was like, yeah, just Magic Man over here. No, but we made it all work because he got his own private episode, a little sidebar, I love how the title you gave it, the Fighting Cock Story Time. We were considering making that kind of a consistent, not every week.
No, not every week.
But maybe a nice little subsection. Our angel investor recommended that when we start really beefing up the reviews, we take those stories and we put them on Patreon. If so, you want to hear the stories behind the peeps, you got to pay extra.
That's not a bad idea.
Right?
He does have some good ideas.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Don't give him too much credit.
No. I want to be fair because I rag on him probably too much.
More than anybody.
More than anybody. So when he's right, I want to give him.
Okay. All right. But, well, what do you think? Should we be doing more of these guest spots, more of the story times?
We definitely could. I definitely think at the very least, you know, I think one of the reasons why Seabear was on, the main reason was we want to throw out there that if you win the belt in our fantasy Fighting Cock Sports League,
one of the fantasy trifectas,
you are guaranteed the option.
Guaranteed.
To come on.
All right.
You don't have to take the invite.
Who's not going to take the invite? Everyone's going to take that invite.
You never know. The pressure could get to them.
Yeah, you know, some people aren't made for radio or camera work. Looking at UDW.
Our friends are made for the. Well, yeah.
He's got a face for radio.
Yes. Now he's definitely just going to want to come.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's got to set the record straight.
But yeah, no, I think we can have a wonderful like segment where we can kind of have a back and forth. I love the fact that, you know, since Seabear listened, he had a few retractions that he wanted to make, and not retractions, but he wanted to
he called them big beefs.
Big beefs.
He has some big beefs.
But then also, yeah, if there's just some story that you want the audience to know that involves a lot of our friends, I think it worked out perfectly.
I would say the argument is that you can only have a beef with something where you're like one of the main players in the story.
Okay.
I don't want a side person to be like, hey, no, you weren't the main.
Okay.
You know, like I think that you have to. Seabear was the main, and I guess the food challenge, he was one of the mains.
He was.
Punch Around the World, he was one of the mains. But I don't need Seabear, you know, chiming in on a story about
that he's heard.
Yes. Yeah, like rumor mill style stuff.
Okay. I agree with that.
And I also agree that, you know, it's like the belt champ guarantees you a spot. But I also think that maybe we allow our friends to plead their cases in unique situations.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to agree to it.
No.
And sorry for those of you that don't know our backstories. You're not going to be able to reach out to Semco on the DMs and be like, I want to come on. We're not just going to let any Joe Schmo come on here. You got to earn your stripes.
Yes.
You got to be part of the Fighting Cock crew. I don't even know if we have the details. I wonder if people are just randomly looking at it and say, what the hell's Fighting Cock?
I think we've mentioned it a few times, but maybe not 100%.
I don't know.
But that is the name of our fantasy sport league that we're in. We're the Fighting Cock Brewery.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
every sport.
Yeah.
So we've even got the
Honored.
Sea Bear had the belt.
Yeah.
And it used to actually have a picture of the it's a liquor. What is it though? Is it a rum?
It's a whiskey.
It's a whiskey.
It's just a very high proof, not the best tasting whiskey.
Yeah.
But it was cheap, which was what kind of really cheap and get you where you need to go.
And we used to play a wonderful game back in the day of grab bag. And that
was my brainchild.
Was that yours?
You didn't know this?
No.
Grab bag was my brainchild.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You got a few. Anything
I'm telling you, man.
Alcohol,
Yeah.
liquor, you've got ideas.
Yeah, it's like $1 million ideas. Grab bag. Love grab bag. We can go into it now, but let's save it. I want to save grab bag in that story. Let's tease the audience a little bit because we still got a lot of stuff. The other thing I want to tease the audience is that I need to start getting like a clock in the background, like a ticking clock, like a doomsday clock, like to FeetleJuice a clock when you're gonna be sipping on my toes, if you know what I mean.
Okay. So we're still doing that, huh?
Yeah, that's still happening.
Oh.
In fact, and to that point, I have a new nickname for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start calling you FeetleJuice. FeetleJuice, FeetleJuice, FeetleJuice. And then you appear.
When am I appearing?
I don't know. Well, I'm still working on the kinks, but it works too well. FeetleJuice, that's you.
I don't like it.
I love it. It's a great name.
I like it better. You.
Shocker. It's not stupid. You didn't think it was stupid when we agreed to it because you had the highest aspirations that you were going to get this done.
I had 3
It was your sports, your sport, your knowledge, but Bigo just comes out on top. Yep. That's what I do. But we got to go and do it, man. With even though we're about 2.5 weeks away from the moment. Because we did agree, even to your chagrin, you agreed to it.
Wait, we officially agreed to that.
Officially agreed to it.
Oh, I didn't know that was an official.
It's an official. Are you saying it's not official?
I didn't know that we left last episode with the exact
details. Okay, well, let's go with the exact details. Because I'd like to argue. Maybe you can argue me down. I don't think you will.
I probably won't.
Maybe we can have a bargaining chip, like you see this and I'll see that type situation. Okay. But as far as the time of your punishment being administered, I do want you to do it on your fellas annual getaway.
I did say that what's best for the pod.
That is what's best for the pod because you're going to have a live audience as you take that down. And as much as I would love to be there to see it, I will sacrifice that if it means that 5 other gentlemen get to see it instead. I am sacrificing my own joy for theirs. So, man of the people.
You'll get to see it, though.
How? Like what? You're going to do it on the camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. What do you mean, maybe? You better do it on the camera. You freaking... That's the other thing. You have to do it on the live pod. We're going to do a live recording of it.
Couldn't just pull favors and convince everyone that's going that I did it?
Nope. Nope. And no, and I've already looped in Dwight. I was like, you better make sure that he doesn't try to swap out that mason jar.
Yeah, it's going to have to be like a chain of custody.
I think, it's like I'm going to have like a special tape on it. If the tape's ripped or if it doesn't have my signature on it, then you know it's not the right one. Yeah. I thought this through. You're not getting out of this one.
That's okay. I think I have figured out, I don't know exactly the type of liquid that, but I definitely got it narrowed.
You got it narrowed down.
Yeah.
You got to let me know in enough time so that I have time to dip my toes in there.
Okay.
But what do you know? Can you give me that, or are you going to surprise me with that?
No. Because I actually thank my wife for this one.
Oh, all right.
She brought up the idea. Okay. She's really trying to some thing for her. So.
You mean after she called you a loser? Yeah. All right. So okay, we've got some of these. Yeah. So what's the? I guess that's the 8th, August 8th. Saturday, right?
Oh, is that the same? Okay, so
August 8th. Mark it on your calendars, boys and girls. That is the date of destiny. Of
The feet juice.
Yes, of the fetal juice.
We do have to argue. Okay, first I'll get into what I'm about to choose.
Okay,
I think I've got three. I'm debating between three.
Oh, okay.
But I think one thing in common with all of them is they're dark, so I wouldn't be able to see anything.
Okay.
And they're very pungent.
Pungent.
And are gonna, I think, kind of mask a lot. Also, I feel like they could kind of kill some stuff that's on it.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's gonna be like dirty, but
yeah. You again. There's so little faith. I got the grimiest feet in the world, man. I keep these things pristine.
doesn't
Pristine.
For socks that get dirty. Like it's just feet are.
You're overthinking it. Yeah, don't think about it too much. You're only gonna like psych yourself out. But I want to hear the three. What are the three that you narrowed it down to?
Looks like it's good between some prune juice.
That's my first. That was my one seed. I was like, if it were me, and I can tell you this now, prune juice would have been it.
Yeah.
I think that would have been my number one. Prune juice.
Tart cherry juice.
Ooh, okay. Very, that'll really mask
Yep.
any lingering outside
Yep.
taste buddies. Okay.
And I think the one I'm going to
Tart cherry. Ooh, all right. So these are the bronze and the silver.
Yeah, but
All
I think the one I'm leaning towards now, because prune juice I could see drinking again because if I really got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So one of the stipulations is that you don't want to include this in something that you might potentially want later on. Okay, got it.
So prune juice can help flush you out.
Oh yeah.
So when 911, that's a good thing to go with.
And you don't want to be thinking about my flat feeties when you're doing that.
Because then I'm also like, well, I've got poop. So I'm thinking of two different things. I don't want that. The tart cherry, it does have some good like anti-inflammatory stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I'm leaning towards pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate juice.
I hate pomegranate.
Okay.
I'm not even a fan of pomegranates themselves.
Pomegranate juice.
And that's got a lot of good antioxidants.
It does.
So it might end up kind of killing a lot.
Or counteracting, at least. A little counteraction there. Okay.
A little bit.
I can appreciate that.
So I don't see myself ever wanting to drink it again.
All right.
And I think it might help. So I think that's what I'm leaning towards.
Okay. So we're going with pomegranate juice.
Well, probably.
All right. I got a size 12 foot, so you got to get a lot of pomegranate juice. You need to get like...
It ain't going to be cheap.
The wholesale thing.
That's the first thing my wife said. She's like, none of these are going to be cheap. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, you're not getting like Capri Suns. Like you can get like 5 for $1. Yeah, you're good. It's going to be a little bit more pricey, but it's worth the cost of your sanity.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right.
But I really do have to. We've got to pin down how long your feet are going to be in that.
Okay.
Because I'm not we left it last with what I thought was just some notes. But apparently the date was set. And I don't know, you were talking about every chance you get, you're going to stick your feet in the thing. So that ain't happening.
Okay, you were calling it right there. All right, well, let's let the bargaining begin. Okay. What are you hoping is, and let's be reasonable, right? I'm not dipping my toes in there for 30 seconds. It's got to be longer than that.
10 minutes.
I was thinking more like an hour.
45 minutes.
Oh, man, I was going to stick with 30. Yeah, 45 minutes is great. Let's do that. I was going to barter you down to 30. I was like, man, all right, 45 minutes, deal.
Damn, I thought an hour was going to be where you were going to be like, that's my minute.
I was like, but I started thinking selfishly. I was like, do I really want to sit around for an hour with juice on my feet? Watch me find out like some weird like disease. I'm allergic to pomegranate juice. And my feet swell up. So I was like, 45 minutes is good. 45 minutes is good.
You're going to get like some cycloplasm or something that's been going around, the diarrhea thing,
Right, confused right in my feet. Yeah. There's like, oh, there's tapeworms into pomegranate juice. Well, now they're inside me. That is wonderful.
Damn,
45.
I'm a terrible negotiator.
Well, I hit it for an hour, and then you're supposed to be, you go 15, and then I go 45, and then you go 30, and then I go. Yeah. But you gave me 45.
I played it wrong.
It's all right. Well, I threw you off because you thought that my endpoint was going to be an hour. And you didn't realize I was a generous man and I'm a reasonable man. And I wasn't going to kill you.
As you've gotten older, you have gotten like slightly nicer.
I'm a little bit nicer. I don't want to think that I'm too nice.
No, you're not.
I don't know why. Why is that an insult to me? Like, don't call me nice. I'm not nice. I got an edge.
Nice guys finish last.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think we've all kind of sat there, especially like in high school, and you see like the a-hole jock guy that gets like the girl, and you're just like, but he's a douche.
Yeah, he's gonna wreck you.
But that's the saying, nice guys finish last.
That's right. I mean, that's why it took me 37 years to find my wife, 35 years to find my wife. Probably. I finally got mine. She finally wore down all the bad guys and got to this guy right here. Nice guy. All right, so I think that we've got a lot of the details now. We got the date, August 8th, Saturday, August 8th. We're going to do a special live.
Yes, we are.
It's not live. I mean, we're recording live, but a special recording of the UNO. Yeah. Kind of like our story time. We're going. Are you locked in on pomegranate juice?
I think so, actually.
Locked in.
Because the other two, I do see myself. I could see myself in a pinch drinking.
And yeah, you just never want to go near the juice that my feet have ever touched.
How could I not?
Yes, I mean, I commended you. I think, and I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's a good idea. You know, and then 45 minutes is how long I get to stew my feet in there. For like my wife's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I got 10 more minutes." My kids are gonna be like, well, "Daddy."
Yeah, it is getting kind of. I don't want to say it's getting kind of weird, but all these different random bets we get going on. It's like my wife
is just losing all like respect for you.
Like maybe kind of a little bit.
Here's what you do. Do what I did. Like when I told the missus what she's like, why? I was like, well, here are the alternatives. And when I gave her the alternatives, she was like, okay, that sounds the best.
My wife was just like, no, you could have chosen something else. Why do you have to put a bet on the line?
Well, you know what? How about this? If the ladies of our lives want to have a say in it, then offer up some bets for us. I'm not going to say we're going to take them.
That's true. Well, we could listen.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. So I'm glad that you picked up the pomegranate juice. That sounds like a good idea. I was going to give you another option because there's a new limited edition drink that's coming out that is near and dear to my heart, as well as Seabear's heart. He brought it up on the last episode, Jones Soda.
That's right.
You remember when we first started, I was drinking the Jones Soda, and I got that from my B-Day from Seabear. Full circle.
Very first episode.
But I mean, I would love for Jones Soda to be our first sponsor.
That would be
cool. Pipe dream. But I will kind of still give them the free pub because they are releasing a celebration for their Dirty 30. They're celebrating 30 years of being in business, and they've partnered with of all companies, Crayola crayons, and they've got a limited edition 6-pack based on crayon colors. So they're bringing this out. It's going to come in it's almost like a Crayola box. It's like a Crayola Jones box. So it looks like the old Crayola, crayon boxes.
Oh,
and I'm going to get this in like 2 seconds. But the collaboration is released as part of their Dirty 30 campaign celebrating its 30th anniversary. Despite its resemblance to Crayola box, they're not going to be crayon flavored. They're still going to be the Jones flavors, just with the menagerie of colors that you would see in a Crayola box.
Actually, did you ever try to eat crayons?
I don't know. It seems so long ago. Maybe. I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
I tried everything once.
Like, I feel like I tried it because everyone else was trying it. And
peer pressure.
This is terrible.
Yeah. I didn't see the appeal. It's the same people that eat crayons are the ones that eat their boogers. I was never a booger eater.
No. I did always want to eat the Play-Doh.
Okay.
Growing up, especially when you would put the thing through and it was like spaghetti.
Yeah, well, when it made it look like food, yeah, that's just false advertising. And especially, was Play-Doh always non-toxic? I feel like there was a time where it was like, you can't eat this, but then but we're going to make it look like food.
I got to believe it was, because it feels like everything back in the day was made of something.
Yeah, Legos and everything. Yes, it's not toxic, but you're not going to feel good about this. But the 6, they are inspired by the crayon colors. So the color Sunset Orange is going to be their orange and cream flavored. The Dandelion color is going to be their pineapple cream.
Ooh.
Right? See, I'm getting you on board.
I like that.
The Granny Smith apple color is going to be just their green apple flavor.
Okay.
Then they have the Robin's Egg blue color. It's going to be their berry lemonade.
That sounds good.
Delicious. And then their Razzle Dazzle rose color is going to be Foo Berry. Foo Berry was the knockoff of my red, which is strawberry lime. I'm a little insulted that my Ranger color is not in this, but I digress.
You can take.
It's not about me. Foo Berry is close to the red, but it's not. Foo Berry. So I'm gonna have to have Seabear back on this. I feel like Foo Berry I was dating somebody in high school when she heard about this. She's like, "I'll be Foo Berry," and I was like, "Yeah, no, you can't." No. This is kind of a guy thing, but okay. Girl Jones Ranger. I was like, it's the 21st century. I don't know.
I mean, they were a girl Power Ranger,
right? That's true. It's very true. Yeah, but it threw me when I read this part. I thought they were talking when they said Dirty 30. I was like, oh, is there gonna be like dirty sodas? You know what dirty sodas are?
I don't. Wait, no, is it do they put alcohol in it?
No, they don't put alcohol in it. Let's go, sir. I mean, I put alcohol in it, but that's just me. That's
I don't
the
know.
ego dirty.
Don't they call that like a, what do they call it? This,
It's like spiked.
oh,
It's
spiked.
not dirty.
Okay, sorry.
So this is like a new thing, and I don't know if it's like something where like Starbucks is really just taking over everything else.
Of course.
But it was like dirty sodas are mixing like traditional like sodas like Coke and Dr. Pepper and Sprite
Okay.
with like creamers, like coffee creamers.
Oh.
So there's like an original one that's like the original one is like apparently, of course, it's Diet Coke because I don't know, because Diet Coke just seems like perfect for this. It's Diet Coke, coconut syrup, lime juice, and half and half. You put half and half in the Diet Coke. That sounds weird to me. It sounds like a non-alcoholic
Yeah.
White Russian.
You know, my wife has gotten into those.
Has she?
She'll go to like, especially like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. They'll have all these just flavorings, and it'll be like a peach mango.
Yeah,
And she'll
yeah.
get like a Sprite, put some lime in there, and then dabble in like the peach mango or like the raspberry, and it like makes a great concoction. I think people also use those for like if you have like those like that like Ninja Creamy, and you're gonna make like maybe not even ice cream, but you want to do like an Italian ice, or you want to do like a gelato type thing. You put those things in.
I don't even know what a Ninja Creamy is. Like the Ninja blender?
Yeah, but they have this thing. We got it, and then all of a sudden, my wife is like on a huge like diet kick.
Oh,
But it literally can make like 9 different types of like ice cream.
ooh.
Like just it like makes it right there for you within like 20 minutes.
I'll tell you while she's on this cruise, send that Bigo's way. I'll take care of that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That sounds good. Ice cream. Yum, yum, yum. They have like a dirty Dr. Pepper. This one sounds up my alley. Even though I'm not a huge coconut fan, it's Dr. Pepper, coconut syrup and creamer.
Okay,
I'm a fan of the DP.
I am too.
I love me some DP.
I bet you do.
What's that supposed to mean?
Man,
Kids show. We're doing a kid show here, man.
what?
Dr. Pepper, coconut syrup and creamer. That sounds good. And then there's the Beach Babe, which is Mountain Dew, raspberry syrup, peach syrup, and vanilla cream.
That does sound good.
Yum, 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 yum. But like it's exploded this like dirty soda thing. Like you see even like in the 12 packs, they'll have like dirty versions of it coming from like the soda companies.
Really?
Like fast food places like McDonald's is in on it, Sonic is in on it, all sorts of stuff. It's like blown up.
I feel like Sonic maybe almost kind of started that with the whole lawn thing.
Maybe.
Switching things up and
But they're not putting creamer in it. I feel like the big thing that makes it like a dirty soda is putting that creamer in
Okay.
it. And I don't know. I'm still kind of wary of it. Putting milk in a soda, that sounds kind of flighty for me. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
is it specifically a milk-based creamer? Or is it just like
I don't know. I guess you could do like a soy-based creamer
yeah.
if you like that.
There's nothing wrong with soy. It's not gonna, you know,
Boost up that estrogen you got there. You're gonna have to. I'll do that if I also take a shot of testosterone in my other.
oh, there you go. Yeah.
Got to equal it out.
Okay.
Got to balance it out. Have you had your tea tested? Now that we're
I
hitting
have
40,
actually.
how you doing?
I'm like right
Average?
around the normal
Okay.
average range.
I'm fearful because I feel like I've got a lot of testosterone, and then I'm going to go in there and be like, "You're practically menopausing right now," and I'm like, "What the hell, Jesus?"
Let me just ask you this: when you're because
Where do you? Yeah,
you've been looking good,
thank you.
which is part of it makes me think that you are fine with testosterone. But do you feel like you're getting gains?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know. Like you get to a point, even when you're lifting, you get to a point where you feel like you're just like plateauing. You're like,
Yeah.
you can't get any further. Oh, but that's not true. So I had to take a break because I had my taken care of.
Yeah.
So I took like a week off, and I forgot it's like when you do that, you like give your body enough time to
I
rest.
know,
Really,
right?
I PR'd. I did. I put 10 on the 225. I put up 10, 225. Ugh!
I got some work to do.
Never again. Yeah. I was like, okay, and that was on my 4th set. I was like, okay, I'll put 225 on.
Oh, damn.
And
Yeah, I think your
mm.
tea's fine.
Okay, cool.
But it's always worth getting.
My T's fine. I know my D's fine. That's what my wife says. Wait, whoa, all right. So, but I'm sorry, they don't know what that means. DPD. We're all doing all that. It's like the worst version of Sesame Street ever. D stands for don't answer that. I know Dub stands for World Cup.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the World Cup,
That's
man.
good.
It is officially done skis. That can be the D right there. It had a little less fanfare, and I told you this beforehand. I was really hoping we each had a team in the finals so that we could see this FeetleJuice come to the final stop. But sadly, there's no stopping Bigo, and we had a Spain Argentina. My 1 and my 2, and I mean it was it was kind of what we predicted. I was listening to our record, the previous one, and we both had kind of the same mindset. I referenced, I was like, I could see Spain going up 1-0 and seeing if Argentina can do it. You talked a lot about the possession style of things that Spain was going to do, and you didn't know if it was enough that Argentina could kind of supplant that, and that kind of came into fruition. We're kind of soothsayers when it comes to River.
We did watch almost every single game in this World
There
Cup.
you go. So yeah. Man, I went from 0 to 60 on my knowledge.
I'm so happy for you.
It'll happen to you. Don't get too excited because it's going to go dormant for another 3.5 years, and then it'll pop back in 4 years. While we're still doing this on our 5-year anniversary.
Oh, how fun would that be?
Yeah, we got to do something big.
Yes.
Do it in Greece. Leave the wives at home.
Yeah.
Just a boys' trip to Greece.
Oh, boy.
The Santorini at sunset, delicious. But no, so the World Cup ended, 1-0. Obviously, Spain just kind of showed what Spain does. And they really just kind of, controlled every aspect of that game. I mean, from shots on goal, Spain had 11. Argentina, zippy.
0 until like the 120th minute.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, shout out to the Argentinian goalie, man, because he had 11 saves. He was doing everything he could to keep him in that game. But, I mean, the touches, the passes, like Spain had a defender on their team, Pau Cubarsí. He had 126 accurate passes in that game. 126. Yeah. That's insane.
That means that Argentina was just letting them dictate play the whole entire time.
It really
just backing up and letting those defenders just pass it back and forth, trying to open something up.
Yeah. So what did you think about the game?
Awful. Terrible game. It was awful. And I was so disappointed in Argentina.
You're going to get all of our Latin American listeners all fiery again. It's like, that's what football is.
No, it's not. It's not at all. And that is, unfortunately, I didn't think Argentina would stoop to those like pedestrian South American tactics.
Yeah, they kind of did.
They went right there. It was like the second that I saw them drop back and then start just kind of the whining, complaining, I was like, oh, they know they're not better than this team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're not even going to try.
Yeah.
They did not even try. Like, I get it. I said a couple times, they're not 100% a possession-based team, but man, they really didn't look like, they looked like they were almost closer to Paraguay than they were like trying to play like Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was stunned that they just gave up almost that quickly.
I mean, they had about I was looking at the final stats, and the penalties, they were pretty equal, but Argentina had 5 yellows, obviously the 1 red.
Yeah.
When they went down to 10 guys, it was a shame because you wonder if they had 11, if they could have been the cardiac kids that we had seen, but we'll never know.
Nope.
We'll never know because, again, they went kind of chippy.
Yep.
And they just kind of started to kind of feel it. I was looking at Messi's stats specifically. I mean, he had 54 touches, so it wasn't like he wasn't getting the ball, but man, they really just stifled him.
Yeah.
He had 3 successful dribbles. 3.
They were on him, man.
He had he was 73% of his passes were good, 27 out of 35, I think. And the only shot that he had was blocked.
Yep.
I mean, they just said, we're not going to let him win. You're not going to let him win.
I was almost happy to see him struggle because it was just because you're the best player. It's just, there's also another team on the other side.
Yeah, there's 10 other players. Yeah, 11 other players. Yeah, absolutely. So, I was kind of the same way. It was kind of a letdown after some of the amazing games that we've seen all tournament that was the last one. And it also is hard. It was hard because I know you said you were probably going to sit it out. I watched the third place game. Goals everywhere.
Yeah, there were.
Goals everywhere. I was like, what?
On defense.
I was like, they literally just handed Mbappe the golden boot. I was like, come on. I was a little bitter about that, but whatever, But yeah, they didn't care. Nobody's playing defense.
No.
Just go.
Especially like the Declan Rice goal for England, and when he scored, I mean, he just kind of all the defenders just kind of stayed around him, but no one really attacked him. And then the Jude Bellingham goal at the end, I was like, they just let him score that so he could be England's all-time in one World Cup leader.
Yeah.
Which he fully deserved. I don't know. I sat there too. I know I argued with a couple of friends about the Mbappe because he passed Messi, and I'm like, all right, well, he's going to do it next World Cup anyway.
Yeah.
But also, he's got the most goals in a knockout stage of a World Cup in World Cup history already.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's just been beating up on poor
Lesser
opponents,
opponents, yeah.
he actually is scoring goals when they really matter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it does kind of tarnish it a little bit because it is kind of a wonky game to
People
play
won't
anyways.
remember it. People won't remember it.
No.
You know, like 10 years down the road, they're just
Yeah.
going to remember him being the greatest World Cup,
Yeah, exactly.
striker of all time. So, but yeah, going from that game to this game, you're just like, wah, wah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It's like Spain won the ball back 28 times in Argentina's own half. Like in their own half, the Spain was still being aggressive and just taking possession away from them in their own half.
Yeah, that's like a style that the guy that's well, he's not on Manchester City anymore, Pep Guardiola. He kind of created that where it's like if you lose it, you run like hell for like 10 to 15 seconds to try to get it back, and if you don't, then you retreat. So Spain was just doing that same thing.
Yeah.
Like they lose it, get it back, and then go back into your possession game.
Yeah.
And it was masterful. I mean, hats off to the coach.
Yeah.
Hats off to the team as well. One goal given up the whole stinking tournament.
That's wild.
That's nuts.
Never going to see that again.
And Belgium scored it, so maybe Belgium was really that
Belgium.
good.
There you go. And they were my fifth pick. See, everything comes up.
Everything comes up. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing that I'll say is that of Argentina's time of possession, more than 50% of that time, their possession was on their own side of the field.
Yeah.
They just were not attacking.
Mm-mm.
They couldn't get anything going. And again, their frustrations kind of just reared their ugly heads.
I do think that Enzo Fernandez, he's a savvy player on Argentina. There's a very famous play in actually Spain's when they beat the Netherlands for their other World Cup title, their first World Cup title. Literally the first 3 minutes of the game, I can't remember the guy in the Netherlands' name now. He just was like a bruiser. He literally spikes a guy in the chest, jumps up for a ball and spikes a guy in the chest. I don't even know if he might have gotten a yellow card. Refs in those games generally don't want to give a red card, and I think he was playing the game that same way. Like, you're not going to give me a red card.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep going hard. I was happy. They were both yellow card worthy fouls.
Yep.
And he should have been out of the game. And I think he just tried to pretend and play the game that a ref is not going to throw a red card in this game because it ruins the game. It just does.
it does. Yeah,
And the refs know that. And the teams know it, so a lot of the players will really try to
play more aggressively.
Yep,
yeah,
they will.
Well, again, even on the sour note, I'd like to hear what you would grade the World Cup as in its entirety. What would you give the World Cup as far as a grade for this go around 2026?
Maybe like a B plus.
Okay,
I really liked it.
Yeah,
I like almost all of them, but I love the fact that we got an extra game. But we still ended up we saw the top 4 teams in the world make it.
Yeah.
I would love to see some Cinderellas. You kind of had Switzerland, I guess. But it's
Cape Verde. We talked about this last time. Yeah.
They were great. It was fun to have them in there. But you didn't see, because of the new way that they did everything, that you saw all these upsets. You generally saw what you see in every World Cup.
Yep.
But you saw, other than the final, and I think that's one of the reasons I'll give it like not an A. And then I think VAR is a reason I'll give it like not an A. But I just thought a lot of the games were great. They came down to the wire.
Yeah.
You had all the drama around most of the games. It seemed like all of them were close and any team could win.
Yeah.
And I think the gameplay was, this is my opinion because I don't think a lot agree. I think with things like the hydration break, combined with the refs not putting up with the wasting time antics, I think in between those hydration breaks, you saw back and forth, good soccer. I think I mentioned last episode, the refs, maybe I didn't, they stopped calling a lot of fouls that typically just get called. Like, hey, I didn't say, but it's like you've got the big bad defender that's able to like hold Erling Haaland up, push him around, move that behemoth around, not let him go anywhere. But then all of a sudden, when the ball is played and he outruns it to like almost to the end line, tries to shield it, and the other guy that's half his size gives him a touch, he falls over. The ref almost always calls that for a foul. This World Cup, nope. Like, unless the guy really ran into him, he's not calling it. Yeah. And they picked up on that, and that kept the game flowing more.
That's true.
So I thought it was a great gameplay. I know people didn't like the hydration break. But the VAR, I don't know how you change it, but if you're offsides by literally like your pinky finger, That's not the true meaning of like offside. Like offside is you have a clear advantage, like
Advantage.
you're way ahead. Okay, so like your head is in front because the defender, like you just strided differently. That's taking it too far. But I don't know what you do because that's technically the rule.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. But like, well, what did you think?
It's funny because I had written down B plus here because I had literally written down B plus, and for a lot of the same reasons you did, like it would have been an A for me if the final
Yeah,
was better, because this really was. I mean, every round, not every game was like fantastic
yeah.
to watch, but every round there was some entertainment to go around. But I might have to go down to B because again, like I didn't factor in the VAR like you did, and I do think that kind of just, you know, I had some disagreements, some qualms with some of their
Paraguay, Germany
my
game.
Paraguay Germany game, yes, and I know you did too. We also had the discussion about how far back can you review,
Yep, that too.
and I think that's the one thing that they could fix is that okay, like you can only go back X amount of
They
time.
could do like a certain number of
It's
seconds.
like you got 15 seconds, like, or maybe even that's too much, maybe 10 seconds. It's like you can review that far back. And that's about it. You can't go 5 minutes back and be like, oh, wait, no, this happened over
Yeah,
here. And it wasn't even like, part of the play. I know that the one that was argued, it was kind of part of the play, and you could argue both sides. But yeah, I mean, I think that that's one way they could kind of correct that. But VAR, it's kind of like instant replay with like the NFL, right? It's like the challenges, like people have issues with that all the
yeah.
time. Even when you watch it, there can be some arguments on both sides, so it's not going to be a perfect science. But the problem with it's not like they could pull VAR away now because really just technology is just so good, and we can watch replays in instantaneous review. And if they don't take that into effect, then after the game, it's going to be complaints of
Exactly.
like they should have called this and they should call this and they should we have the tools and they should have gone back and review. So it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yep.
It's either they're gonna be like, oh, that VAR shouldn't have been called because it was so nitpicky. But then if it doesn't get called and it doesn't get reviewed and we see it on replay for like 2 days after the game, it's like they got robbed. This is that, you're screwed either way. So I don't know. I'm kind of in your camp of like I don't know how you could kind of fix VAR, but yeah, I give it. I'm gonna stick with my B plus because I mean, I was digging it, and I'm not a huge soccer guy.
I know.
So if I'm not a huge soccer guy, I'd say it's pretty good if I was
I
into it
was
for the most part.
amazed. You, our friends,
Yeah.
into these games, everyone was getting, and it was rightly so. They had 3 games in one day. I'd say 2 of the 3 were entertaining.
Yes,
Very good
worth a
games.
watch.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. Well, it has this. So have you? Did this scratch the itch for another 3.5 years? Or are you in the camp of I want this every 2 years?
It would be fun every 2 years, but I think that's what makes it great is it's every 4.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like a watered down event to where if it just continues to happen, you just don't remember the champions quite as well because you just continually have them.
Yeah.
And I actually do really like because they break it up, in between the World Cup, they'll do the
Yep.
names, and South America will have theirs, and we have ours with Canada and like Mexico, and Central America. I mean, so those are really fun because those are big tournaments. So yeah, you get like you get a well, I'm sure FIFA's going to do something different because you kind of get a year where there's nothing in there. But they do try to create some of these dumb
Sure.
other international tournaments. But I wouldn't want to change it. I think every 4 years is enough, especially now when you've got guys that are able to play in 5, 6 of these things.
Yeah.
I think it just makes it that much more special. And it's not easy to get international play going. So to take the time to get these guys up and running and managers, I could easily see FIFA though trying to do it every
It's money, it's like, we're gonna get more money if we do this. The reason, like, one reason, I mean, that, I can see a lot of those arguments. The other reason that I wouldn't want it more frequently is that the idea of it being every 4 years, kind of like the same thing with the Olympics, right? It's like there's more likely going to be a talent change. It's like, you might have, like, if we did it, let's say we did it every year, every 2 years, the likelihood of Spain repeating 2 or 3 years in a row, very likely. Very likely, but 4 years down the road, players age out.
Yep.
New players come in. Maybe new players in other emerging countries come in. It's a changing of the guard, and you're like, it could completely change how well they play and who might be the top dog and who. If you do it every year, you know, there's still the Lamine Yamals and there's still the Mbappes, and it's like, okay, it's always going to be France, Spain. It's always going to be this, and we're not going to see it that much. And it's a wear. I mean, like World Cup's a wear, man, and it runs people down.
Yep.
And you saw it even with the best teams. Like France looked unstoppable in those first 3 games. Then they took on Paraguay. Looked like they lost a step. Morocco beat them up a little bit more. And I think by the time they met Spain, they were beaten up.
I think you're right. You made a great point in the last episode that Spain did a great job of rotating their players in, keeping them fresh. And yeah, France just definitely looked tired.
Yeah. So if they even compounded that by like, okay, we're gonna do it every year or every 2 years, it's like, oh, you'll probably see some talent to sit it out. They're like, it doesn't mean as much to them.
I don't think they'd ever sit it out. The World Cup is too big.
Okay.
But I would definitely see guys then, because I'm sure they would still want to do like the Euros. The guys might sit that out.
The Euros. And then that would make those less important.
Yeah. Which FIFA could care less about because they want the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Over that. So yeah, if you want to do the Euros, go ahead. But plus they'd probably just bank on the fans, like make, I mean, Christian Pulisic got torn down because he sat out, I don't know, what's it called, like the Gold Cup or something?
The Gold Cup.
Some just really pedestrian international tournament that was just on because you got to have some tournament. And he sat it out, and he got crushed by everyone for doesn't have the desire to play for his country. And the guy's like, dude, I'm tired. I need a break.
Crushing Christian Pulisic is turned into an American pastime.
It really is. Yes, it's our favorite thing to do.
Best thing since sliced bread.
Yes,
just bashing Christian. Well, okay, so what about if we didn't, reduce the distance of time? What about them pulling a March Madness and expanding the group to like 64 teams?
That I'd rather see us do it 2 years
than expanding.
Expanding is only going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Because you're really going to have some teams that I guess every third place team in a 4-team group gets.
They all get in, yeah. So third place doesn't matter. Bronze gets you in.
Some of these third place teams just didn't need to be in those games. Bosnia and Herzegovina, you're a good team, but you just shouldn't have been in a knockout round. Like, you just weren't a team that really had a chance at making it. I mean, no offense, Cape Verde. Like, the story was great. You didn't have a chance at winning the World Cup. And now you're going to add in, 16 more teams that couldn't even qualify to bring them in. And what makes it worse is, like, I could argue that letting some more teams from Europe, maybe. Like, I mean, Italy didn't make it into the World Cup.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's wild. But you're also then going to have more teams from Asia. I mean, it's like, what country of that's going to get in? Like, they didn't even perform that well to begin with. So you're going to allow, 2 more teams from Asia in? 2 more from South America.
China. Yeah, 1 billion
China
people.
Might make it in there. Yeah, they couldn't even make it in. Now they might get in.
There you go.
They're that bad that they couldn't qualify.
Yeah.
So, and that waters it down way too much. Like, the talent gap. Once again, though, you saw the same, like, it's 8 teams, maybe 10, that really kind of run the world when it comes to this.
And they're the ones that went the farthest, right?
They're the ones that went the farthest. Like, the gap between those teams and the rest is still so extreme. 40, what we were at now, I think is fine.
Yeah, I think that's about as we can get. Yeah, and the other thing you kind of talked about the gap in talent. I mean, this isn't college basketball. It's like 90% of all college basketball players don't go pro, right? Yeah. There are no pro players on some of these country teams. No offense. Whereas these other top 8 stacked.
Yeah.
So the clear gap. So you can't compare apples to apples in this regard because the talent on a college basketball team is much more close. Yes. You might have a superstar on one team, but then if they're, look at Iowa, I mean, I guess they have some okay people on their college basketball team.
They upset Florida.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, the talent disparity was there, but it wasn't nearly as sheer of a cliff as it would be then freaking Thailand facing France.
I know. It's like if Mozambique somehow makes it from Africa. It's like, does any of them play outside
Panama.
The Mozambique League? Panama made it.
Oh,
How dare you? Oh, it will get them.
Is this Mrs. Panamanian? Yes. Is that a Panamanian?
Yes. Well, that's what he says. He says Panamanian, so I'm going to go with
She's a Panamaniac?
Yes. Yes.
Well, who's not a Panamaniac, but hey, we gotta fill the void of the World Cup, man. Yes, so let's dive right in to the most popular sport in our friend group.
Of course. Yeah.
WNBA.
Oh,
Let's go.
finally.
Right? I mean, we had to, you never want to give everybody the stuff right away. You want to just kind of breadcrumb it there.
Yeah.
Finally got them there so that they can get their tummy full. Tummy full of WNBA.
Yum.
Yum, 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 yum. But, I mean, the biggest stuff is this. What sucks is that, like, more than, I'd say 80% of the time when I hear a WNBA story, it's not about the gameplay.
Yep.
It's about everything else that's going on. Like, you heard about what happened with the Toronto Tempo head coach and Angel Reese, calling her a protected species. Yikes. And then, of course, everything that goes on with Caitlin Clark, it's kind of crazy, but it's like Caitlin Clark has definitely got to be one of the most talented players in the WNBA.
Just had a 45-10 game first
Like,
WNBA
broke
history.
the record for the Indiana Fever.
Yeah.
Highest scoring game. But it just seems like, man, so much has gone on, and it's just like it never seems to be anything about the actual game itself. And that's all she wants to play. Everything's about the hard fouls that she takes, about, her being treated differently, about, all of these things. So I guess the question is, with everything that's surrounding, her in the sport and how it's anything but the actual game itself, one of the things that people kind of complain about her is that she's not more vocal.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, I just want to play basketball. And it's like, do you think that's kind of hurting the player, hurting her star status? Like, what's your thought process on this?
Yeah, I guess I just don't know in this like climate that we're in if that's something that we should just have different expectations on. Because it's the same thing with like Christian Pulisic. He doesn't want to be the captain. He doesn't want to be the vocal leader. He's never said he wants to. He just wants to go out and play. And that seems to be a problem to a lot of people. Like he's not doing enough, or Caitlin Clark's not doing enough. I mean, heck, even like the Rock is getting Dwayne Johnson, I guess he likes.
Yeah, Dwayne
is kind of gets hammered sometimes because he doesn't talk politics.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Like if someone comes out and says, "Look, this just isn't me. This isn't my personality." Like there might be some that grow up and when they're 9, 10 years old, they want to be a global icon. And I think most kids just kind of want to play that sport and be good at it and win and set records. I don't know. I feel like if you going into it, if that's all you want to do, I think we should leave them alone.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, it kind of like, of course, my level of, like, oh, I feel for you to like professional athletes. It has a limit because you guys are still getting paid millions of minutes.
They are.
So it's like, I don't feel too sorry for you, but man, they have to thread a needle when it comes to this type of stuff. It's like, you're not vocal enough. You're too vocal.
Yeah.
Like, like you remember that thing where it's like, oh, just shut up and dribble for the longest time. Yeah. It's like, okay, you don't want us to talk, but then when we don't talk enough, then all of a sudden, we don't care as much, or, we're not as invested, or we're not as engaged.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's like, where do you want me? Just like, it's towing this balance beam and just trying to stay right in the center to appease everybody. So I commend both sides. Just do what you want to do. Like, if you don't want to talk, great, don't talk. If you don't want to be a leader, fine. Just be a talent. That's fine. Yeah. But that where I have an aversion for it, and this is where I think Caitlin Clark and Christian Pulisic are different, is that if you want to be that way, you can't complain when we say, oh, you're not talking enough. You're like, good, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So yes, you can complain all you want. Have some thick skin. You're in the limelight. People are going to talk about you. So, and I don't think Caitlin really, I think she kind of like water off a duck's back, whereas Christian seems that it really impacts on what other people think.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sorry, but you have to figure it out. Either you're going to appease everybody or try and appease everybody, or you're going to stay true to yourself and you're just going to deal with the critics.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess would you put it upon if you had a star in your league that kept saying that they don't really want to get involved in a lot of that? I mean, would you just constantly like pressure them to be like, we need you? Like, because obviously it's a business as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like Caitlin Clark is in this unique situation, but it's just, if that's not your personality, I look at a guy like Rory McIlroy, right? He admitted he lost years off of his game because he spent it fighting Liv.
Yeah.
And, maybe it's a little bit different because, I mean, his league was potentially going under, but he didn't have to take those reins. He took it upon himself, but it was a detriment, So if someone like Caitlin Clark or Christian take on the role that they don't want to, it may affects their game, and maybe they're not in a better place because of it. But I mean, that's the balance. I mean, what do you want? Would you rather have had? I mean, Rory obviously maybe made the right move, sacrificing himself a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe in the end, it wouldn't have mattered. So I
I
mean,
mean, it all turned out. It's easy to use Roy because it all turned out,
yeah,
roses and butterflies. Right? I mean, he won the Masters. He bounced
he
back and
did.
everything
He
like that.
did eventually.
But I think it's different because that's a solo sport. It's like I think it really kind of more depends case by case on team dynamic. So if Caitlin Clark has a team and they're like, we're fine with her being this just like
Okay.
stoic person that just is an athlete on the floor.
Yeah.
We don't need her to be vocal. Like she's got like the Sophie Cunningham. We'll be more than happy to kind of speak
Oh
out.
yes.
You're dreaming for some Sophie. I know you are.
Yes. I'm tired of her. I'm so over her.
I mean, she's hit her 15 minutes plus 5.
Boy,
But
she's making a name for
I
herself.
could see why.
Yeah.
She got legs for
Yes.
days. But if the rest of the team is like, we're fine with Caitlin just doing her thing and she doesn't have to be
Okay.
that vocal person because we'll pick that piece up and we're happy to take that on, then that's fine. That's the team dynamic. But if you have a team that's looking to your star athlete and we're like, you need to be the voice because you have the platform,
Okay.
that's where the coach needs to come in and be like, listen, I know that you're not comfortable with this, but your team needs you. And this is
okay.
what your team needs you to be. That's where I think it makes a difference. Steph Curry's, he's best player on his team. He's not the loudest guy in the room.
No.
He likes to be in the jokester and
Thank God
fun
we
and
got
everything.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my point,
Yeah.
right? It's like that's the team dynamic. Steph is the best player on that team, but he's not the vocal leader. Doesn't have to be.
Would you say then? So you say that. So would you say then that that's a reason maybe why I hate bringing this up because you're a Capitals fan, but would you say that's maybe part of the reason why they weren't as successful early on winning those Presidents Cups because there didn't really seem to be a super vocal leader in my mind. I mean, Ovi really didn't seem to take that on. I mean, Backstrom wasn't vocal. Carlson. I mean, they were great guys.
Well, partly because there's a language barrier.
Yeah, but
like when Obi came to the league, he spoke very little
that's
English.
true. Well, they weren't great off the bat.
No.
But I think he had learned enough English. I mean, I just remember famously when
his English was like nachos. Nachos, yes. I take more nachos. Yes.
Liquor, vodka?
Vodka? Yes, I know vodka from Homeland.
Like, I think famously, like, Jason Arnott got traded to them, and I think he, like, sat there after a loss at one game, like, towards the end of the season. It was a trade deadline move for the guy, and he'd won a couple Stanley Cups with the Dallas Stars, and he kind of sat there and just was like, are none of you guys going to say anything? Are you guys happy with the way we played? Like, he had to step up. So I guess then in that instance, like, would you just have to just sit there and like put it on?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, that's a perfect example where it's like where like GM and the coach, that was their opportunity to kind of identify that there needed to be a vocal point and really trying to emphasize that with them. When you have a talent, like if you're using this as an example, if you have a talent like Obi coming in, people are automatically going to consider him the alpha. They're going to be like, okay, this guy's the dog, and we're going to follow his lead because he's the alpha. So if nobody is if you don't have a vet on that team, you don't have like a Peter Bondra or an Adam Oates on that team that can be that stoic vet to this superstar, there's a vacuum. There's a vacuum, and everybody just gets sucked into Ovi's gravitational pull, and that is the coaches and the GM's job to be like, listen, man, like. You're a superstar. They are looking up to you. I know you're just in the league. I know this might not be fair. I'm not asking you to lead the team speeches, but pick people up.
Okay.
And then that's where the Arnett, maybe when they brought in Arnett, they should have been like, listen, we don't have a vocal leader in here. You're a vet. You've won 2 Stanley Cups. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
We need you to be that guy. So when he said, are you guys happy with it? You probably should have done that 2 weeks ago. Don't blame it on Arnett.
No.
Blame it on the coach.
Yeah.
Because he needs to understand the team dynamic and be like, hey, you were brought here not only for your expertise and your skill and your background in winning, but also for your voice and being that, hey, I've been here. This is what we need to do. Let's kick some ass.
I mean, that is why you just see guys get traded at the deadline for the experience.
Yeah.
And that does all, I think, like entail that is you've not only have you had someone that's gone through the ups and downs and can keep it cool, but yeah, maybe they just have a bigger personality. I mean, you looked at like the Miami Heat had Udonis Haslem on the team forever.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily, almost some would argue, but I would argue that it worked out because he embraced what they do there, and
he's a player coach practically,
basically, which nothing wrong with. But yeah, I mean, I've said before, John Wall having a rookie 18-year-old be the captain of your team was just the stupidest thing. Like, cool to have on your trivia and to say, But it's like you were not set up for success,
Yeah.
like at all.
You're putting this leadership role on an 18-year-old.
Yeah, there needed to be somebody else in there that could kind of guide him. But yeah, it just kind of stinks when I feel like there's a lot of like people out there, especially like even like the analysts and all that, that just want to like hammer down on some of these athletes because they're not vocal enough. And it's just why do we put that on them? Like why do we put so much pressure on them to be a certain way? Like because like you get nitpicked regardless. Like if you don't take things serious enough and you lose, it's because you didn't come out.
You don't care.
Like
You don't care.
I remember it was I think the Giants, or the San Francisco Giants were playing like a game 7, and it wasn't against the Royals.
No.
It was one of their other wins.
Okay.
But it was like Pablo Sandoval, Hunter Pence, and Buster Posey were the only 3 hitters you had to worry about. And it was like game 7, the camera is panning in the dugout to Pablo, and he just gives like a smile and a wink to the camera.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's game 7. Like,
Be
are
serious.
you not in the game? Guy goes out and probably has like 2 or 3 hits, has like an RBI, like leads the offense with Hunter Pence and Buster Posey. And it's like, I always think of that because I'm like, if he faltered and went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts
they
and
would've
had 2
killed him.
errors, be like he wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah.
But then he's in his zone, and that's how he gets himself ready. And you're like, man, look at Pablo. He did the wink. You knew it was on. You're like,
yeah,
come on, man. Like
it's the armchair quarterbacks, right? It's like the people that have probably never played.
It's us.
Like, yeah. Hey, we play a little bit, and like we're giving them kind of their, a little bit of wiggle room here. But yeah, it's the people that's like, oh, he doesn't care. You have no idea. You have no idea where his headspace is. You have no idea what motivates him and what gets him into a space where he can perform at the top of his level. This might be his process.
Yeah.
Just because it's not yours doesn't mean it's wrong. But I mean, that's again, it's the double-edged sword of being a multi-million-dollar athlete, right? It's like you got to take your lumps. You're like, I just want to play baseball. If you just want to play baseball, go play on the Savannah Bananas.
That'd be fun,
right? You'd have a blast.
You would.
You would have a blast. You'd be playing baseball every day. But no, you signed up for this because you're getting paid big old bucks.
Yeah.
Take your lumps.
But you are obligated to do like media obligations. Yeah. So it's like
it's part of
they're doing that.
Yes.
But then it's like, to ask more, to be like, Caitlin, like you need to have a vocal stance at all these press conferences about everything. You need to come out and do some like op-ed piece in like The Athletic or something, like talking about like, the injustices you feel in the league or how you feel. If she doesn't want to do it, she shouldn't have to do it.
Well, here's the great thing. It's like, is that in my contract? No.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
That's true.
Sucks to be you. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you what you want. Yeah. I'm not going to, just because you want it as a reporter or a journalist or a fan, just because that's what you want out of me, doesn't mean that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How would you be if you were?
Yeah, I'm a loudmouth, man. Of course I would talk. If I had an ounce of the talent that a Caitlin Clark or LeBron James or anybody else had, I would be shooting off at the mouth.
Would you? Okay.
Absolutely. And then I would get my haters there too. But you know what? Yeah. I'd be like, forget you. It's like, I'm going to go back to my $1 million house and my Labradoodle that was made in a lab.
Yes.
That can fly.
Your Jello pool.
My Jello pool, cherry Jello. Yes. And I'm going to forget all the little people. That's a callback to our first episode. No, I would absolutely but that's just my personality, and I wouldn't have any problems with speaking my truth and being honest. If I thought I got fouled and didn't call it, but yeah, that person stepped on my freaking throat. I was absolutely fouled.
Yeah,
find me. But that's me.
So
you're on the other side.
Oh, absolutely on the other side.
You're on the other side. You would be like, I just want to play.
Yeah. I don't want to give my opponent any other thing to let them know that like they're winning by getting in my head or something. I mean, I'd be vocal on the court or something, but yeah, afterwards, I don't know. I feel like I'd kind of be close to like Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick?
Like I just kind of be like, yeah, I'm on Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati. But I mean, like you look at some of the, I mean, I don't know, we're just stuck on basketball. But Tim Duncan, he wasn't a great interview. No. Kawhi Leonard's not a great interview.
Boy. Nope.
Doesn't make him any less talented and any less more integral to that team's success.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to play the media's game. And, I'm not about to say, fake news and all this stuff, but it's like you don't have to, just because they want their clicks and they want their views and they want you to give them a sound bite. I don't care. It doesn't affect how I'm playing the game. If that's not how I want to interact with you, titties are the kitty, but
Yeah.
milk's still good.
Damn right. Nice.
So yeah, I mean, but going back to Caitlin Clark, right? It's like the thing that really that magnifies this anymore is that the WNBA has been reluctant to kind of make her the face.
They've changed that. It was like that was the fight, I think, kind of when we first got on air, and before that even was like, do they go all in on her?
Yeah.
And now it seems like the league has said, we don't want to do that. Like, we're not going to put you on every single billboard we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that's the right move? You think let's say from a business standpoint, like you've got this person, and let's put talent aside because I'm not ready to say she's the most talented player in the WNBA. There's a lot of really talented women in that league, but she is the most polarizing,
Definitely.
and she does get the most eyeballs on the most part. And like we're going to keep it very surface level. We're not going to go as the reasons why.
Yeah.
But she does. That's how it is. She's very polarizing when she's on TV. I mean, her rookie season, the data's the data. Selling out stadiums when she comes into town. Every other time that team's playing and she's not in town, the ticket prices drop, maybe 10% capacity if you can. So the argument would be is it time to lean into that to help the greater good? And this was an argument last year with the WNBA. It's like they're like, we want all these things. It's like you're kind of doing it on the back of Caitlin Clark. You can ask for these things now because you finally have somebody polarizing and giving so many eyeballs that you can make those asks. And it's almost like looking a gift horse in the mouth type situation. So again, I want to know is like, do you think this is a smart business run or business decision by them by being reluctant or pulling away from like making it like her the Jerry West on the WNBA symbol or anything like that?
I actually lean towards I think it is because I kind of look at the PGA Tour.
Okay.
Look at Tiger Woods. Where's the PGA Tour now? Now that Tiger's not in there.
Yeah.
They almost lost a battle to another
rival
league that formed. The viewership doesn't really seem to be but so much better before Tiger to now. And I think you've ran the risk of, you tried to cater so much to this one player that you may have lost some longtime fans. And then I think that now that Tiger's gone, I don't know if that many people stuck into the game. I think they were just there to watch the greatness of Tiger Woods and watch him. And so now that they're gone, PGA Tour is now trying to, I think they just hired a guy that used to work for the NFL to try to kind of fix their league. They're trying to figure out how to have a better playoff system, get more eyeballs. I mean, they try to do these specialized events where there's no cuts. I mean, they're trying to do so many different things to kind of gain back a fandom and a gain share in the sports world that I wonder if the WNBA is like, you know what? Our fan, like, they're just hopping on this bandwagon. It's upset a lot of our fans that have been with us.
Like the diehards.
The diehards.
Yeah.
And I think you run the risk of once Caitlin Clark is done playing, are the diehards gone or a lot of them gone? And all the Caitlin Clark fans are gone. And you're stuck with almost starting anew, which is where the PGA Tour kind of is now.
I think the argument with that though is that, is it because they lost Tiger or is it because nobody's come forth as a top talent, marketable athlete? Like their best player is a robot. Scott Scheffler is the least marketable person in all of professional sports. He's just a wet towel.
It is true.
Whereas and the argument that I could make with Caitlin Clark is if I was, and I went to business school, so
you did.
I know what I'm talking about. But if they used her as kind of a platform or as almost like a catapult to catapult other people into stardom, they're getting, again, she's a marketable person because again, she's so polarizing, people know her.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say just have her be the sole, vision board of the WNBA, but have her standing with 5 other athletes that are like the top athletes in the WNBA. And then those people that might be the casual fans that are tuning in because of Caitlin Clark, they'll be introduced to those other athletes. Because outside of that, you take Caitlin Clark away and you put those 5 other up there, those casual eyeballs will be like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's Caitlin Clark. And then you put their names. Oh, that's Isla Thomas. And that's
Sophie Cunningham.
Angel Reese. And that's the other thing. It's like, I wonder, it's like, the Better Business Room, maybe they just, because they should have just leaned into the rivalry. Just keep doing the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark bit.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that. Neither one of the players.
Well, what I can understand the and I'm trying to keep it surface level, but it's like there's just so much racial tension between that rivalry that they were just like, we don't need to add fuel to this fire.
Yeah.
So I can respect that.
Yeah.
Very much respect that. But so you're saying that you're worried about niche sports losing their diehard fan base when they kind of cater to one star?
I mean, I'd also kind of look at even CrossFit, for example. I mean, they're a niche sport. They've kind of gone very corporate. And, I know from our source that I talk to every so often, Will Billy. I mean, they're starting to lose out to High Rocks.
I thought High Rocks and that was the same thing.
No, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a weird how everything is set up. But basically, like, you've got to be like a certified CrossFit gym to be like, to have the label CrossFit on there. Those are going away. Like, the diehards are no longer following it because they've gone in a completely different direction because they've just lost everybody, and it's a fear I think you can have. And you're right about the WNBA. Like, golf might be in a better spot if Liv didn't come around and you had like the John Rahms, people like Cameron Smith. He had the mullet, mustache, and he was good.
Mustache, yeah.
Rahm played great, like Koepka and DeChambeau, like they might be better if they didn't go play Liv. And you did have some like quasi marketable names, but I just think the cratering, from Tiger, I think has really put them in the position that they're in because I think they made probably a lot of promises to a lot of people that we continue to like, have this market share, make this type of money.
Yeah, I mean, you follow the dollar bills, yeah.
But it's also, I don't know, it's also like, do you just try to just take as much from that as possible and you just like milk it for all that it's worth and hope that, to your point, that once Caitlin Clark's almost done playing, like I said before with the NBA guys, you had the monsters, you had like Steph Curry's, LeBron, you had Russell Westbrook, a triple-double machine. Giannis is like a freak.
Yeah.
Steph hits these threes from all over the place. Harden with the beard in his one-on-one game. Like, you got so many different personalities and different types of games. It's kind of like tennis with the big three. Like, you like either one of those three because it's like the style that they play. So, I mean, maybe you milk it and hope that you get lucky and have these other guys.
Sometimes you have to, because I mean, like, I'm going to use your Tiger comparison and compare it to like the post NBA Michael Jordan. Like when Michael Jordan left,
yeah,
there was a huge drop because they were like, he was the NBA.
Yeah.
And, they were still talented athletes playing the ball, but he was just so likable and he was such a fan favorite. The same thing goes with like Tiger. It doesn't mean that they're like, Vijay Singh. They were the Vijay Singhs. They were Sergio Garcias of the world. Yeah. But like when you lose somebody that is that marketable and that recognizable and that talented, there's going to be a drop no matter, what you do. But it's like you got to ride that wave. I feel like you have to ride that wave.
But but the NBA was not a niche sport. Like they were a big sport by then. They were going to probably continually have all the viewers that they were.
But I think that Jordan brought them to a whole nother level. I would argue that Jordan like took them from, I'm not gonna say niche, for the NBA.
Bird and Magic,
and everything like that.
Niche to mainstream, and then Jordan, I think, catapulted into another stratosphere.
Yeah. But there are. I mean, like, I can understand your argument with like niche sports. It's like you're already like on unsteady grounds, and you might think about the long term, not the short term. Don't look for that instant gratification of let's really just cash in. Okay, like because the other reason that I would say that it's not a good business room, she's been hurt. Like you can't bank on this, and then she turns into Kawhi Leonard. She's sitting out half the year because then you're promoting somebody that nobody gets to see.
That's true.
And you're just like, okay, well, what am I paying for here?
And I feel like the WNBA has some other like, well, quite frankly, they're the one woman that you watch her play, she's actually decent to watch. That Asia Wilson on the Las Vegas Aces. Like, she is dominant.
She's talented.
And you got like the Paige Beckers out there. Like, there are some more marketable stars you could try to like pair with it.
Was it Brianna
Stewart?
Stewie.
They call her.
Is Taurasi still playing, or did she finally hang it up? She hung it up last year.
Was it last year or the year before?
But last year.
Recently.
Yeah.
She was in there for like 20 some years.
Dude, she just kept
Good for her.
making buckets.
Yep.
Yeah. But we talk about niche sports, man. There's nothing more niche than the sport I'm going to introduce you to right now, my friend. Luckily, I don't think there's any, top tier talent that you have to worry about being the number one star right here. You've heard of the Tour de France.
Of course.
Have you heard of the Tour de Donut?
No.
Tour de Donut. New favorite sport. Let's go. So you've heard of like the beer mile and all that stuff, or like, or have you heard of, I don't know if there's like the other ones where it's like, it's usually in a race format, but if you do a task or something like that, you can shave some time off of your final time.
It's almost kind of like the biathlon.
Kind of.
If you get all the shooting done right.
Yes, exactly. You can shave some time down.
Yeah.
Well, the Tour de Donut is kind of like that. It's a 34-mile long bike race with 2 separate stops for participants to stop and eat sweet snacks.
Nice.
The event's been running since 1989, so it's been around for a while, and it costs about $50 if you want to partake in as a single rider. Tandem, you can drive tandem in the Tour de Donut.
Seabear DW.
There we go. This is right for them. Donuts, biking, and tandem.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I think DW has to be in the front.
Yeah.
Because he can't be trusted.
Nope.
In the back.
But he's steering in the front.
It's a lose.
I almost think you have to with Seabear, because if Dwight's in control of the steering, they're going into bushes every 5 seconds. I wouldn't trust that guy to steer me anywhere. But yeah, no. As the name suggests, the more donuts that you can eat at those stops, the faster your overall time will be.
Oh boy!
So each sweet snack will knock 5 minutes off of your time. So every donut that you eat knocks 5 minutes off of this 34-mile long Tour de Donut.
There's some strategy.
So yeah, so there's a balance between getting the donuts eaten and then riding your bikes just flat out.
Yeah.
You're not required to eat any donuts. You can just skip those and just kind of keep grinding.
Okay.
But like, I could inhale me a donut. I think that I could crush that, and I would probably, I don't think one donut, like, Sugar Boost, I don't think it's going to slow you down too much. But what would your, if you had 2 stops on a 34-mile long bike race, each stop you could consume as many donuts as you wanted to, what would be your strategy? It would be no donuts, it would be some donuts. How many donuts would you go for, do you think?
Yeah, because biking, you'll go through pretty quick on a 34-mile. So the first stop I might bypass.
You're going to bypass the first one?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yes. But then when I get to that last stop, I'd be a little more tired. Body needs it. I think I'd probably try to take down as many as I could.
Okay.
And then just motor through.
Just just push it. Just push through it.
6 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the winner of last year's, Colin Campbell, he finished with a time of 43 minutes and 44 seconds. With the shave down of consuming 16 donuts.
Whoa.
He had 16 donuts.
Power to him, man.
That's a lot. That's 8 per stop.
That's a lot of donuts.
And here's the other thing. It's like, if they're it depends on the donut too.
Are they jelly filled?
Well, yeah, jelly filled cake donuts. If it's like the really airy Krispy Kremes, you can do 12.
That's true. I was kind of thinking it was more going to be like those. But yeah, if they're thick and they're just really dense, if you ate 16 of those,
oh man, it's just a brick in your stomach while you're pedaling. I'm sure it's not completely flat too. I'm sure there's hills and stuff.
I would assume so.
I feel like you'd have to feel out the terrain. Because if the first stop was right before a big hill, skipping donuts.
Yes.
I'll get all 16 on the next one.
Oh, 16?
I challenge accepted. The winner got 16. Think about that.
You
16.
do all 16 at once?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, but all right. Well, see, the thing is, for you though, since you take so long.
That's true. I don't know if it's that much of a, because I'm the slowest eater of all time. I'm only shaving off actually 2 minutes. You're like, these are good.
What other flavors do we have over here?
Ooh, is that raspberry cream? Ooh, I shouldn't, but I will. No,
I've worked hard enough.
So yeah, I'm biking 34 miles. I earned this sweet treat.
That was always the best part when TODD and Will Billy, we would run. I think you ran Fountainhead with us once.
Yes, I did. I did.
Yeah,
once.
Yeah, you were not alone in the one time crew. That was a tough trail, but man, after we would do 10 plus miles, and it's very hilly. I mean, 2 Chipotle burritos, no problem.
Oh.
And it was like, we earned it. Like, the body is just going to use it for fuel. Like, it needed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those donuts, you worked hard enough.
Yeah, right? Come on.
Take down 20.
Yeah. Speaking of Chipotle, real quick, we're going to sidebars. Like, I've never seen somebody consume 2 Chipotle burritos faster than 2 Double D. Were you there for that one time?
I don't think so. I've seen him do it, though.
He just demolished. I was still working halfway through 1 when he killed 2.
Well, that's not a surprise.
And then I took it home because I was like, yeah, it's so full. I'm so full. I can't eat it right now. I'll save it for later. I did have an eating competition with TOW. I almost did it right there. Sorry. TOWD.
Yeah.
Or like when we were living together, we did a epic eating challenge.
The filet o fish.
The filet of fish, but that was the exclamation point.
Oh.
And that same day, we went to Ray's Hellburger in Arlington.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had a burger there. We went right next door and had a big bowl of pho.
Okay.
And then we went to Mickey D's, and I think we had a pyramid of the filet of fish. Had to have been at least, 15?
That was the
20?
grossest eating.
And the winner that could eat that because she wanted to eat more, you got her a free apple pie from McDonald's. Like, crush that apple pie.
Of course you did.
Love me some filet of fish.
Oh, could you eat another one?
A filet of fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not fazed by that. It was an enjoyable, as far as eating competitions I've done, that was one of the more enjoyable ones.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to challenge you to an eating competition.
I'm telling you, man, like if it's an endurance challenge, you're going to lose. If it's a speed challenge, you'll win.
Okay. We gotta find one that's like in the middle.
Somewhere, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll find one.
Like, cause I'm like a 100-yard sprinter,
Okay.
and you're kind of like a 3-mile runner.
Yeah. I'm a marathon runner. Just look at my Chicago marathon shirt. Going back to the donuts, I got one more thing for you. So I gotta ask you, what's your go-to donut? Do you have a go-to?
Of course.
What's your go-to?
Vanilla or strawberry frosting with sprinkles on it.
Hey, you are a sprinkle dude.
Yeah.
You would be a
You
sprinkle
were about
dude.
to say that.
Vanilla sprinkles. Weirdo.
I've honestly though, I've never gotten into or really been to like the around here, like the famous like duck donuts.
The designer donuts. I call them designer donuts.
That's a good term for it. I was
Yeah.
trying to think of what to call it. Yeah, I've actually never really been to one of those places.
Never.
I wouldn't know what I'm really missing. So my answer is generic and basic because
That's what you get from Dunkin'.
Yeah, I've literally only
This is
eaten
everything.
Dunkin' Donuts or
You should-
Krispy Kreme.
Dude, just maple bacon's a jam.
That's
You gotta
what
do
I
maple bacon. If you've never done maple
I
bacon,
almost don't want to because that's what everyone is gonna say you should do.
it is kind of become
Dare
the
to be
generic.
different.
Okay, wow. Oh yeah, vanilla sprinkle. Yeah, that's real different. This is different because nobody's going that plain. But you know what's not plain is the
Wait,
ML.
what's
What?
yours?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maple bacon. I like maple
that's
bacon.
the one.
But one that's the old school favorite, and Jimbo, shout out to you, my friend, because he knows what I'm talking about. The old Entman's bagel donuts that you get at the store with the sugary crumble little knots on top. That is it.
Those are good.
That's the one seed.
We do get all the time the Enterman's. Oh my gosh, what is it? They're like the little donut holes.
Yes.
Whatever, I forget the Pop'ems.
Oh, they're called
They're
Pop'ems?
Pop'ems.
All right.
The only thing that sucks about them, opening the box to get to them.
You're just thrashing this
Dude,
thing.
I mean, you've got to like pop this corner, maneuver
So they're
this,
called Pop'ems.
fold this up. I'm like, grip it and just rip the thing off. I want my damn Pop'ems. I came home.
Is it gratification?
We bought them when we went grocery store with my wife, and we didn't eat them right away. And then I think I went to work the next day and came home, and the box is all like mangled. And I was like,
Did a bear get in here?
"Did somebody come in here and eat our Pop'ems?" It's like, what? And I'm like, how many did you have? It's like, I couldn't open the box.
It's okay. It's good. It's got to be a frustrating thing. You know, it's like the sweet treat is right there.
Right there.
You can see it because they got the plastic little,
Yep, you see it.
the clear plastic. You're like, it's right there.
Nice little glaze all over.
Yeah. Is there a 24-hour donut shade? There's a Krispy Kreme red light on. You go get some of those things. You remember the Krispy Kreme red light?
Yeah.
Those things would just literally melt in your mouth.
Oh, they're so good fresh.
Yeah.
A fresh donut is definitely something to behold.
Yeah, it is. It's a sweet treat.
Yep.
MLB is a sweet treat too. Are you going to let me do my segue now? Can I do my segue?
Go ahead.
Sweet treat MLB. All right. It's our MLB talk, right? We are officially past the halfway point now, my friend. We'll do a little touch, every week moving forward as we gear up for both the fantasy baseball
Yeah.
playoffs as well as the real baseball playoffs. Now that we're at the halfway point, we're not going to go divisions anymore,
Nope.
but we are going to look at it from a large lens and kind of identify what we're looking forward to in the second half. Any teams that maybe are on the outside looking in that we think can make a playoff run, and any teams in first place that are in jeopardy of losing their lead. Do you have anything that you're really just emphasizing interest in the second half? Anything that's kind of piquing your or tickling that fancy?
Well, I definitely do. I'll put this in the outline because it's a little bit self-serving for myself.
I knew you were going to do it.
Because I want to pat myself on the back.
Yeah, pat away.
Because when we did our very first 2 divisions, when we went through and we talked about what teams in each division could pull a Nats 19-31 run,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe my wonderful co-host over here scoffed
at
the team from the AL East that I
Man.
chose and was confident with that choice. But the Boston Red Sox now have a 15-game winning streak.
They do.
Are in the playoffs starting today. And I couldn't look any smarter after my World Cup demise. So thank you, Boston.
You're a little preemie there, my friend. A little preemie because we're not there yet.
Well, I mean, they're definitely going to obviously lose at least another game before the end of the regular season.
Oh, wow. Well, it's okay. Easy there, Cowboy. I heard Crochet might be hanging it up for the entire season.
Really?
So they might not get him back.
Well, that sucks.
And then I know that Contreras is still on the trade block. I know they're still on the wild card, but I think that he's still on the trade block.
I have heard that.
You've heard that quiet down a little bit?
I think
since they've made this run?
I think because the trade deadline's, 2 weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
I think this next 7 to 10 days for not only the Red Sox, but a lot of other teams is going to dictate.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So right now, I don't think they'd think about, I think he is only on a 1-year deal, so they could, but I don't think they would want to. The AL is weak. And so I think if you have a chance at coming out and anything could happen, the Brewers and the Dodgers look pretty good, but, play a 7-game series. You never know.
Never know.
But just making it to the World Series is also an amazing feat.
Yeah.
So
play baseball, man. It's anybody's game. Next to the NHL, it's like, seeding has little to do with it, and momentum and talent has everything to do with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, the Red Sox might be peaking too early.
Yes. Like I said, premature. Peculation. Well, I'm still holding on the hope that Cleveland, even without Jose, is going to get that Central. They're a half a game behind the White Sox right now.
They're holding tough.
I told you they would.
Our
Jose or not.
The Louder is actually.
He's loud. Yeah, a lot of shade thrown at the Louder. But he's making fools of us all.
Yeah, he is.
But I still think Cleveland, has got a chance there in the Central right there. The White Sox, even though Murakami's back, he's not.
He hasn't hit a home run or RBI yet
Since he's come back. How long has he been back yet?
This is games 8 or 9.
Oh man, are you starting to sweat this guy?
Not at all, because he gets a walk every single day.
Well, you're thinking about fantasy. I'm talking about for the actual team.
Oh no, Well, I think quite frankly, I'm not going to give away too much of how I look at things.
Oh.
But when a hitter is getting a lot of walks, it means they're seeing the ball well. They might just be missing.
Okay.
So I like that. So I think
Semko's never played a inning of baseball in high school. This guy's talking about, he's seeing the ball real well.
It's going to come around. It has to.
What about our World Series picking those Mariners right now? Still a game behind the Rangers.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I'm almost just gonna fall. I know I need them to do well because the Mets are already gone. But honestly, I'm over the Mariners.
Well, lucky for you.
This game, I told you.
Stop teasing me, you freaking.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Oh.
I think it's because
so tough love here.
I think it was some of the beginning of the year, the Ichiro statue, the bat falling.
Wow, it was superstitious
omen for the season.
Wow,
omen for the season. They're done. Put a fork in them.
Put a fork in them. Put a fork in the Mariners. Well, they have a trident. Put a trident in them.
Yeah. Put the trident in them.
Yeah. Going on to the NL, man. So, anything that, you've got your Nats run, Red Sox. You have anybody else that you're like, okay, they're creeping up. This has got a chance for a playoff run.
No.
That was very underwhelming. No.
I want there to be. Well, I did pick the Tigers as well. I think of all the divisions we went through, I think I did only pick the Red Sox and Tigers that I really thought had a shot. Tigers are playing well too. They're actually playing The Red Sox, obviously, with 15 games, are playing the best. I think the Tigers are next.
I don't know, man. They're still 5 games behind even the wild card spot.
They got time,
Oh,
but they might be losing Screwball
they might, and Mize, like,
and Mize.
and that's, I'd be interested to see. It's like if they're at 500, let's say they're at 500, because right now they're 47-54.
Yeah,
So they'd have to go on a run.
they do.
They'd have to win 7 games straight for them to catch 500.
It is a lot.
If they hit 500, I could see them trying to make a push. If they aren't at 500, I think they're trading everybody.
I have seen, like, it would be totally stupid for them to hold on to Screwball, right?
Unless, again, they would have to have a true belief that they have a chance to go deep in this playoffs run.
But knowing that you're not going to have this guy and you'll get something.
You'll get,
at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, is the chance of, I mean, let's just be honest though. I mean, there's very few sellers right now because you've got 3 wild cards. You've got so many teams that have a chance.
That are in the,
So you're banking on, it's not like you're going to be in a push and there's maybe only 4 or 5 other teams that you might be competing with or less than that. You've basically got, like, I don't know, 3/4 of the whole American League that still has a shot. So you're going to bank on a guy that could get you probably 4 prospects, maybe 3 like pretty good ones, other players, and you're just going to throw that all away and be like, we've possibly got a shot.
Putting all your chips in for this
We're
season.
one of 10 teams that have probably a shot at coming out of the AL, but we're going to put our chip in there and try to win this thing with a guy that is not coming back next year.
I guess it really kind of depends on how comfortable the GM is in his role. If he's like, I'm getting fired if we trade Screwball, so I'm not trading him, and we're gonna, it's ride or die. Either I win when I'm a genius, or I go down with the ship. It's one of those two.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
So it's really how that GM feels about his position right here. Or if the owner says, you better freaking trade him.
Well, that's true too.
Or you're fired. Then he's like, well, guess we're trading him.
It seems like then the owner is not 100% on trading him then.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
So, okay.
Again, but the owner's also probably, ridiculously overconfident that we got a chance to re-sign him. No, you don't. You're not re-signing him.
Nah.
He's not going to sign with the Tigers.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. On the NL, it's close, man. I love how close it is in the NL right now. There are 5 teams right now that are outside of the playoffs, even the wild card spot, that are within 3 games of being in the playoffs. It's a dead heat. Nats are in that right there, too.
They are.
Pirates are in there right now, too.
They are. Come on, Pirates.
So, I don't know. I might have to say, it's like, we can start fresh right now, and we could do a bet on the Pirates and the Nats. Who's going to end with a better record?
Okay.
Right now, Pirates 53-50. Nats 52-51. It's pretty much dead even.
Let's do it. I'm down.
I don't have a bet ready. Do you have a bet ready?
$20.
$20. Come on, man. This is for the pod, man. I was gonna say the maybe I was just I don't know why I'm obsessed with that feet, but I was gonna say like
No.
the loser has to make an OnlyFans and just puts foot photos on here and see how much money they make.
Well,
secondary income.
Gotta pay for all this equipment and everything. Lord knows when
We'll take a break. We'll take a break from the feet thing. I'll circle back.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do it again in 4 years for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
When your feet are real, just rough looking. 4 more years of that. But anybody else that you're thinking of, like, right out of the playoff for AL or NL that you're like could make a playoff run? Let's say that even teams that are in the playoff that you're thinking, okay, didn't think that they go deep, but I think they got a chance.
No, the Diamondbacks are playing well.
They are.
There is a shot that, they did it, like 3 years ago? Went to the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
That offense is loaded. The bullpen's not bad. The starters, I don't know, I still struggle to trust Rodriguez. I know he's having a great year, and maybe that's just, it's only a magical year, but they have turned it on as of late. I do see them. The Marlins have kind of faded already a little bit. Other than that, I think it's like it's the Braves, Phillies, Brewers, maybe the Cubs, and the Dodgers. But yeah, Arizona has gotten a little sneaky hot, and they've got the talent that I think could make a run.
Okay.
Anyone you see coming out of there?
I don't know, man. I'm bullish on just like my picks. I'm like, it's kind of a cop out to say Tampa Bay because they're leading the AL, but even with that, I think if you looked at the odds of winning the World Series, I think Tampa Bay might have the 8th best odds right now.
I'd agree.
I could see them going deep. You love your boy Aranda.
I do.
Cameron Ayers hitting great. Yandy Diaz is fantastic.
Those three, that's 3 great hitters. Really good hitters.
I feel like the Rays have learned the errors of their ways. The Rays are their ways. Oh my God.
Nice.
Eminem over here. Of like pushing their pitchers too far. And they've been very cautious with McClanahan. They've been very cautious with Rasmussen.
Yeah.
Maybe they can hold on by grit and duct tape.
Yeah, I know.
That pitching staff.
This is like the year that they're healthy.
Yeah. So they're like chips in. If they made like if they put in their but they're never gonna trade for a big piece. That's just not them. They're not gonna that's never been that team to trade for like a blockbuster trade at the end, sacrificing their farm system.
They could though try to go after like obviously like a reliever, maybe like a long reliever. Just in case it gets into one of those games where the starter's got to come out, they could find somebody like maybe just shore up like the pitching like a little bit. But you're right, they would never give up a bunch of young talent to go get someone for like one run.
Yeah, but no, the correct answer for who's going to make the play, the Nationals are going to make a playoff run.
They are not.
They are going to make a playoff run. They make the playoffs. Nobody wants to face them, and that lineup.
I would love to face that team. Pitching wins in the postseason by far.
Not necessarily.
I know they've got Foster Griffin and Cade Cavalli.
Cavalli is just killing it for me.
It's the Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg 2.0.
Yeah. Cavalli Strasburg because he can't stay healthy, and Strasburg couldn't stay healthy. Just magic happening here.
The Nats are just that team that they'd roll in with that offense, and they would lose in 3, averaging 2 runs a game. I see that happening like
in yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I think they just got too much firepower.
They do have a lot of firepower.
You gotta say like the firepower.
Firepower.
There you go. Yeah, like Step Brothers. Anybody in jeopardy in first place? Anybody you're afraid it's like you're gonna see them just start to just free fall?
The Rangers. I mean, it's not saying much because they're like a half game up.
They're half game above 500.
I just can't believe they're still there. Seattle, what are you doing? That division is terrible.
It's so bad.
I mean, the Texas Rangers better make a move or something because I can't see them sustaining it. But I don't know, that division, the winner might be under 500.
That's crazy.
And the Mariners, I don't get it. Your talent is way too good. What is going on there?
They're the Carolina Panthers of the MLB.
Yeah, disappointing.
And getting into the playoffs with a sub 500 record.
Yeah. Well, they gave the Rams all they could handle.
They did?
I mean, the Mariners I still would not want to face in the playoffs.
Again,
I almost fear them almost more than any other team in the AL, honestly. Okay. Those pitchers could just shut you down, and then God forbid that Raleigh and Julio just come to play.
I don't know. Raleigh might just be broken, dude.
Well, he did just hit a grand slam.
Did he? Today against
2
you?
days ago.
Whammies.
Yeah.
All right. No, the first place team that again it's the White Sox, man. It's like, you know, these young guys are playing with their hair on fire. But I mean, are they really gonna? No, I feel like I wouldn't be shocked if, and I don't want to see it because I think it's a great story for worst to first.
Yeah.
But I could see them sliding all the way out of the playoffs.
Having like a 10-game losing
streak.
streak.
Just free fall. Just like,
yeah.
Oh my God, we can't stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
You know the analogy of quicksand, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you feel yourself sinking and you just struggle more and you just sink faster. I can see them doing that. So I think the White Sox are kind of catfishing us. They're making themselves look very nice and like very presentable. And they're like, look at us with our big bats and our young, voluptuous talents. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's what I do. I think that they're the catfishes of the MLB. But catfishes are one thing. Have you ever heard of pet fishing?
No.
Pet fishing. You never heard of this?
Pet fishing.
You probably done it.
Ooh.
You probably done pet fishing.
Have I? Okay.
So you're familiar with what catfishing is, right?
Yeah.
It's like how you like.
We watched the show.
You watched the show Catfishing? You know it was a movie, right?
Really?
Yeah, it was a movie first before they made it into a show.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it was it wasn't like a doc. I
was
think
it with
like
the same guy?
Yeah.
Neve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Neve. No. pet fishing is the act of using someone else's pet on like a dating site
Oh.
to get more matches. Like, because it's just a really adorable like
Yeah.
pup or cat or something like that. So maybe use like a photo of your friend's like golden retriever to make you seem appear more friendly or loving, or you tell like this is right up your alley. You tell a group of women at a bar, I didn't realize this is a thing, that you're a cat daddy. I'm a cat daddy. That's
See
what you
there?
see. Yes. That's how he got the lady that he's got right now. I'm a cat daddy. Meow. He did that too. But yeah, and when actually, but again, the pet fishing is saying you're a cat daddy when you actually don't even own a cat to begin with. And then again, the deception is that, of course, like people used to do this all the time, but they were at least using their real pets.
Yes.
I mean, like I got a dog because it helps me with the ladies. But now you're going as far. Like, how long can you have this ruse? You're like, well, Billy, I need to borrow Murphy for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
I mean, he was a good pet fish pup.
I know. I wish I had thought about doing that.
I know,
I could
right?
at least be like, well, no, it's my roommates,
But we live together.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in my house. He's partly mine.
Yeah.
We have joint custody.
I think that's what I wouldn't have done it, because that's where it ends. Because then when the girl is like, oh, like, come back to my house, it's like, oh, I can't wait to see your like dog or cat. And it's like, oh, well, about that. Like either they died or
Yeah, you got to get real morbid with it. It's like, oh my God, and I need someone to console me.
This really is like what is it? Like you want to always ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Yes.
Like you just want to like go on the date and get to talk to them and know them and hope that even though you just lied to them, that they just figure that, oh, it was just a small little thing.
It was a little fib, and
Yeah.
just because they really liked me and they wanted to get to know me. It's like, no, your whole relationship is based on a lie. It's a lie. I don't care if it's a white lie. It's a lie.
I'm like, man, I'll go to like the SPCA if I ever get single again and like try to like foster for like just a day, just so I can go home, take the picture.
Or, I mean, what if you were like, but then you're not technically lying, right? You're like, oh, that picture, yeah, I foster dogs.
That actually sounds. That's the way to go.
That's a win-win.
Every picture's with like a different dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I foster these dogs.
Yeah.
Like, some of them are old and it's just giving them a great life.
Yeah, but no, you have to have an appealing looking dog. You can't have some mangy thing that you find at the SPCA and be like, this is my dog. They're like, yikes.
I want to scatter it with a little bit of both, because I want them to know that even if it's not a good looking dog, I still have the heart to take
I think that you're throwing them off. You gotta stick with one pet. I think you gotta have one pet, because then they're gonna be like, wait, hold on, how many dogs does this guy have? Like, what is going on here? It's the first appeal. It's like you get the first dog and you stick with that dog. Foster daddy, cat daddy, foster daddy, be your daddy. No, I feel like this is like, there's a girl version of this, like it's like catfishing kind of, but not really. And they could argue against it. I was like, and it's been a while since like I've never been on these dating apps ever.
Really?
But if I were,
okay.
Like,
ever?
And I've seen them. Okay, no, that's not true. Yes, of course I've been on the dating apps. Long before I met my beautiful wife. Stop trying to get me in trouble. The women's version of this, where it's not like technically catfishing, is when all of their photos are with like the same group of friends.
Yes.
And you're like, I don't know which one it is.
Yes.
And you're like, especially the first photo, you're like, because how often are you like, especially if you're, because like the apps, they're like doom scrolling. You're just like, swipe left, left. You're not going to the second, third, fourth photo. So maybe your eye catches on the more attractive, or the one that you find more attractive one, and then you swipe it. All right, and then you go through, you're like, son of a, it's not the right one.
You got to play like detective. Like you got to read through their profile. They're like, oh, like I'm a soccer player. So you're like, all right, so like which of these girls maybe has like some bigger legs, maybe, or like
hair in a ponytail,
like rock climbing, so it's like kind of
upper body.
Yeah, I'm a CrossFitter. So you actually got to go through the profile and be like, oh, you like to read? Who looks like the
who's got the library glasses on? Who's got that librarian vibe? Librarian chic.
Yeah.
No, but that's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing.
You're right.
But then they can cop out and be like, well, I was in the picture. I was like, yeah, well.
You were like the back corner of the picture.
Like in the bushes. Like, that was me in the bushes.
You're back into the left. See there.
Yeah, back into the. Yeah, you have to be front and center, right? Yeah. That's misleading.
That was actually one of my. I sucked at the online dating game. Thank God my wife had just guys that were 10 times worse at setting up their profile, or 10 times worse looking than I was, because I mean, I just took like selfies, or yeah, all my pictures were like when I was with people.
Yeah.
Like they just weren't these just nice, good photos. You know, like I know when Will Billy was on it, I think your wife took a bunch of
Yeah.
really nice, well done
We were-
pictures. I saw those, I was like, damn, that's nice.
Yeah, we definitely got like when she took the pictures, it's like, this is your dating profile lead. This is what
Yes.
you lead with. So looking all rugged, out there hiking, Hawaiian sun in the
Yeah, it's
background.
like sitting on like a rock with his leg hanging off like
Yeah.
like the mountain itself.
That wasn't his leg, my friend.
Oh,
That was his leg. No, it was. That was his leg, I think.
yeah, I thought we look.
Yeah, it's like maybe we should start like just doing that professionally. It's like, I'll give you the best dating app possible or picture possible.
Oh, that you know that service has to be out there.
Oh yeah, it probably is. Yeah. Well, everything's AI now. Like you get, I can't imagine trying to be on these dating apps now because every photo you're like, okay, is this AI? Is there what kind of filters on this thing? Like nothing's
Plus,
authentic.
they
Nothing's
probably just
real.
went to ChatGPT and like, give me a dating profile. I like to do a couple of these things, and it just spits it out and they throw it out there. I gotta believe that. What do you think's the percentage of what people actually put the truth to not truth out there is?
I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit generous. Maybe 50-50, I'd say. I mean, that's including if they put their right name and age. I'm giving them towards their 50% of being
Is
honest.
that like the SAT when you get like 100 points?
Yeah,
Just for your name
yeah,
out right?
25% just for getting your name right and spelling it.
Even then, yeah, I know they probably put like the wrong last name or something.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I'm thinking it's more like 40-60, like 40%.
It's like don't lie. Like I never understood that. It's like you're like, oh, well, your profile said you rock climb. It's like, no, I said I like rock climbing. Like I'd like to get into it. Okay, well, Jesus, don't put that in there.
Or you're like, I went once and I thought it was like really fun.
Really
just
cool.
looking for someone else to do it with.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
hold on, buddy. Like, we ain't going to like the second date already.
Easy there,
Yeah.
cowboy. It's like I'm not, taking it to Mount Rushmore. That's not where you climb. I don't know any famous mountains.
Yosemite.
Yosemite.
El Capitan.
El Capitan.
Yeah.
That's right.
Free solo that thing like Alex Honnold.
Alex Honnold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so glad. My wife and I sometimes are like, we are stuck with each other because neither one of us really wants to go back out.
Romance is in the air. Yeah, we're stuck together. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, let's just live till the end and have it done. No, but no, I joke too much.
It's like, yeah, we're both gonna die soon anyways. Who cares?
But no, it's just so scary. Like I don't know what would be. I don't know, you go on a first date and it's like, profile said you were like white. You're like Hispanic. What the hell? like is it getting to that point where it's
like, why would you lie about that?
I feel like that's where it's gotten. Like I don't know, maybe some of the
everybody wants their like the best version of themselves. It's like it was hard enough when you were just dating, like because you were already trying to get past the representative. Me and my wife always joke around. It's like, when you go on that first date, you got to get past the representative. On the first date, they're trying to show the best version of themselves. It's got to be 10 times worse with like online dating because that might even be their photo. They could just make up a bunch of stuff that they know is, and I feel like it's worse for women. I bet you dudes lie 10 times more than women on those profiles.
Of course.
It's like,
we're watching right now. My wife has us watching like Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that popular USA
Mm-hmm.
network show actually, and I feel bad for the women because I mean they might be better liars than the men are, but the women are like they're like pouring their heart and soul into the relationship, and the guy just sits there like whatever the woman says, she's just like, oh yeah, I'm just really like outgoing, energetic. I love to do this. He's like, yeah, me too, man. Like
just repeating, like regurgitating.
Yeah, like regurgitating everything, and like my wife's like, oh, he's such a nice guy. I'm like, he is just saying what he has to get
to the next, to get to the next level.
It's so obvious on our end. Like it's always so funny when they're up there and they've got to do this thing where they kind of like choose who they're going to partner with. And sometimes it's like, between these two women, and I can literally sit there and watch an interaction for like 5 minutes with each of like the women. And I'm like, oh, he's going to pick her. And she's like, no way. He's got to pick her for this, and this. I'm like, that's why he's not picking. Like, it's so obvious, like to me.
Yeah.
Because it's just, these guys they're just sitting there and they're just saying what they want them to hear.
Does she ever question? She's like, why do you know that? It's like, because that's what I would do.
Yes, of course. There is one guy on the show that we're watching now that like, I mean, of all the guys are dreamboats, they are.
Oh, dreamy.
But there is one that I think looks like the closest to me and is kind of like quiet. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, well, that's kind of me. And so
Okay.
like I have him to a T on who he picks every single time.
Yeah,
And
you're
she's
like
just like, how do you know? And I'm like, that guy is kind of
me.
a better looking me. But like that's how I would be on the show.
Do you see a Bigo on there? Do you see a guy that reminds you of this guy right here?
Well, so I mentioned how there's just like the one of the whole thing that's me. The rest are yous.
So just crushing it, handsome as ever, getting all the ladies.
Say whatever they can.
Though there are definitely times where like my wife, if we don't dabble, but when we do or come across that stuff, I was like, oh, he's saying this because of this, and she's like, why do you know that? And I was like, well, it's a good guess. It's just
Like, yeah, when I was a younger man,
yes.
you know, I mean, that's how I say it too. I'm like, look, because these guys are all
In the 20s.
everyone's early 20,
Yeah.
early like. I don't think any of them are over 30, and that's just the thought process.
Yeah.
Then, like, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you just want to be likable and you want to be agreeable and you don't want to make waves,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But yeah, no, and it is just funny because it's just some of these, like some of the things that goes on. Some of these girls, you're just like, I couldn't put up with you for more than like 20 minutes. But man, do you look good?
Do it for the tail.
Yep.
Yep. So if you've never pet fished, we're getting back to the pet fishing.
Okay.
Never pet fished. I got two follow-up questions. One, out of all our friends, because all of our friends have animals. A lot of our friends have animals.
Yeah.
Which one would you want to utilize as a pet fishing animal? And then two, if you didn't pet fish, what was the one thing that you'd had in your like dating apps where you were like, this is kind of stretching the truth. Like, I don't really know if this is like true, but I'm going to put it on there because I know people say, oh, okay, that's interesting.
I would, without a doubt, Darkness's Yorkie Yeti. I would have
the little purse dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would use him in every single photo I had.
Okay.
He is one of the cutest little dogs.
He's a cute pup.
Yeah.
Seaver's going to take offense that you didn't pick one of his.
I know.
One of his like menagerie of animals in his Dr. Doolittle house.
I would love to use a cat, but I feel like some women might look at a guy
A little
with a cat.
effeminate.
Yeah.
A little feminine.
You know, hence kind of what you said about me and Seabear with our cats.
Seabear introduced that. You play that back. He's the one who said, people are questioning. I was like, you said it.
Oh, that's right. He did say
I was thinking it.
Yeah, everyone's thinking it. Everyone was thinking it. So I kind of wanted to like get that out the window.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to pick a cat.
Yeah.
And his dogs are fine. But Yeti is, I mean, so small, so little. Every girl's going to look at that and be like, oh, how cute.
Yeah.
I did stretch a little bit on my dating profile.
Okay.
That my wife did call me out like a few weeks after we started dating, but I did say that I did play soccer in college.
Oh, it's a stretch.
I was recruited to play.
Yes.
But I didn't actually play. And TOWD was there, but our club indoor team did beat the CNU soccer team. So I feel like I could have.
You could have if you wanted to. I just didn't feel like it.
I didn't feel like going to practice.
Yes, practice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a God-given talent. Just put me on
Just let me play. Man.
Put me on the field.
Let me make something happen.
Absolutely.
Messy magic.
Messy magic. Semi-messy. I would pick Jimbo's dog, Quella.
I don't think I've ever met Quella.
Labrador, Labradoodle.
You wouldn't take the cat.
Wouldn't take the cat.
The backpack.
Not the backpack cat. I would not take the backpack cat because, like, with my luck, that cat, any picture I tried to get with her, she would have like a dead rat in her freaking mouth.
Oh, okay.
She catches dead like rats all the time. Blossom at his feet. This gift is for you.
Oh, that's love.
Gross. No, Quella. I mean, a Labradoodle. I mean, where you can't go wrong with Labradoodle.
That's true.
Big, fluffy, adorable, playful. I always asked Jimbo, "Can I walk your dog around this area?"
Really?
No, I didn't do that. Maybe I did that once or twice. And then as far as the dating profile, it's like I can't think of anything as far as dating profile. I did just went full blown, like Fib City one time, and Seaver was for this. Seaver was here for this. We'll do a real quick story because we're already at kind of time.
Okay.
But it was for Halloween, and he was with his, what do you call her? His future girlfriend, or his girlfriend at the time, future ex-wife.
Yes.
We were hanging out with them.
Yeah.
We were at some kind of party at like a bar, and I was. This was like right before I was moving to Hawaii.
Okay.
I think. So I made up this elaborate story about how I was actually like a bartender on like a cruise liner. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be here for very long. So, like this might be our one night to kind of hang out. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That is why you are every other guy.
That's
on
probably
the
why I
block
am.
right there.
If it makes you feel any better, it did not work.
Oh,
Because she apparently knew. She's like, oh, I used to work at a cruise liner. And I'm like, uh-oh.
no.
I'm like, yeah, which one? And she's like, Princess. And I was on the other one.
The other one.
I'm on the other one. It's like, don't you hate it when you go dock? You're just going with these elaborate details
Yeah.
that I had no details on whatsoever. I was like, yeah, I hate it when that happens. Like when you get off the boat and your hands smell like fish.
Yeah.
That's weird.
The worst.
I hate it when that happens.
Man.
So I learned my lesson. I was like, okay, just honesty is the best policy.
So after that, you never lied again.
Sure. That's what we'll go.
Yeah.
Never lied to my wife. How about that?
I think other than me playing soccer, which wasn't necessarily a lie.
It wasn't a lie. It was a misconception.
Thanks for trying to make it seem.
There you go. Yeah.
No, it was wrong.
It was wrong. I was wrong for doing it. This isn't a confession. This is a podcast. Let's keep it a little bit light here. But yeah, man, we didn't get to our NFL talk. We got plenty of time. I think we start talking about NFL as we inch up to our fantasy draft because it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Oh, so excited.
Me too.
We're doing a keeper league this year.
No. I've already decided who mine's going to be.
You're going to tell me? You're going to tell the pod? You're going to keep it
Pod.
secret. Okay, who are you going to do?
Well, especially after I saw that this player is the 4th ranked tight end.
Tight end is your keeper.
Tie, baby.
Okay.
I actually looked at my roster. And
you weren't thrilled with the
I
options
actually was
here?
like, how did I do so well with this crappy team? I was like, Marvin Harrison Jr., you were non-existent all year.
All year.
I was like, DeAndre Swift, did you score a touchdown all year for me?
D Swift, I think he's the one who killed me in the playoffs when we played each other.
No, I mean, he did actually do pretty good. I don't know. I looked at it. I was like, oh, none of these guys had like the greatest year. I mean, Drake London did okay. Baker was great at the beginning of the year, but yeah, I don't know. I think I got Ty in like the 13th round, 14th round.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like holding on to any of those other guys, I could do just as good or better. I would like to have held on to, like, if I had a guy I drafted in like the 5th or 6th round, that was great. I would have really liked.
Well, yeah, it's all about getting like the most value out of your keeper, right? Like and I'm sure our guys are gonna listen to it, and like I'm giving you guys free advice here because this is, I think, all of our times doing the first keeper league for football. I've done it in baseball before.
Oh, have you? Okay, I've never.
Jimbo has done it in baseball before, so I feel like we have a very slight edge. Burr's probably done 1,000,000.
1,000.
So yeah, she's gonna just oh, you're the idiots. But even if it's a freaking Jahmyr Gibbs or a Bijan Robinson, don't keep your first round pick.
You know, that's what you told me after I drafted. Oh God, who's the guy in the Raiders? The rookie running back.
Oh yeah, Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
He's gonna be my
me?
keeper. You're like, you're stupid.
Yeah, do not do that.
I was like, whoops.
Because again, like there's a chance you can still get that guy in the first round, depending on how the draft kind of lays out. And then you're not getting any value. This is a first round pick. You're getting him in the first round. All you're doing is
you don't
get another first round.
Yeah.
But if you can get a guy that's like in the 6th or 7th that is valued at 3rd round, 4th round, that's your value pick. You're still gonna have a first round pick.
Yep.
Don't blow your load. So with that being said, I think, and this is a gamble. My keeper's a gamble.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking of bounce back. I'm thinking new coach, not a great team.
Okay.
But at a valuable position.
Okay.
I'm thinking Quinshawn Judkins because I got him in like the 8th round.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm leaning. The other one is that I did get Achane in the 2nd round, and he's a first round talent. Especially why do we have 14 teams this league? And how mad is Cole that he got kicked off of our fantasy league? Did you see this?
Yes, of course I did. I loved it.
That's gonna be awkward for you on that.
No, it's not, because he's awful. He has no leg to stand on. He literally drafted a hockey team with 1 goalie and no defenseman. How do you stand on that? He doesn't change his lineup ever.
This is different. This is football, man. This is the mecca of fantasy sports.
Yeah, he didn't care about that the last time we played. Yeah. And of course he's going to give the whole, oh, well, now I'm going to pay attention. No, you know what?
You had your chance.
You had your chance. I don't want to see what you do when you know the spotlight's on you. You should have been doing it the whole time. No, unacceptable.
Unacceptable. No love lost. No tears.
None at all.
No tears for old.
If you knew Cole, you would easily tell him to his face.
I don't know Cole.
I know you don't.
I don't know Cole.
If you did, though.
I know him as Cody too. Isn't he Cody too? Yeah.
You would have no problem.
Wait, like, I guess, is it okay? Kevin. He was his real name, but it's like he's a minor player. Does he still have rookie status? Is he still getting rookie status?
I think he has lifetime rookie.
That's crazy. Crazy. I feel for you, Cole, man. I don't know you that well. You seem like a stand-up guy. I met him like once.
He's okay.
Did I tell you I met him at Will Billy's birthday like last year?
Oh, I think
sauntered up to me. He's like, "So you're Brandon?" I was like, "Yes, I'm Brandon. I'm a founding member of this squad. Come correct." But yeah, I think I'm gonna go Quinshawn or A-Chain. I don't know. I'm keeping it loose.
A-Chain's a tough one.
Because he's on a crap team. He's the only person there, so you know he's going to get his fair share, but you also know every defense is going to just key on him.
I thought that was going to be the same thing that happened with Alshon Jeffrey. And he did have some really good games, but then he had some really, really bad ones.
Yeah, the bad definitely outweighed the good.
Yeah.
Let's kind of be honest here. I'm trying to look at the draft results. Do you know your team? I can give you kind of a quick round from
I don't
last
know
year.
what rounds I got them in. I was trying to figure that out. I was talking with DW earlier. He says you could find it on like the desktop.
I'm looking at it. What was your team name? What was
it? Brandon Gordon from Fairfax. I was using your
How did I forget that?
And it worked.
Oh, God. Yeah, it did work. Yeah, you do love your boy Ty Ty. So you got him. You're going to keep him at the 10th. That's not a bad pick.
No.
Good value add. Okay. Yeah. You're not banking on the Cam Scattaboo bounce back in round 9.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Cam Scattaboo.
Oh, that's a possibility there.
Yeah, but your top 4 poopy.
I know.
Poopy.
I don't know how, I think I'm just actually like that good of a manager that I can take a team like that and turn them into
gold, Jerry, gold. Yeah, I got Quinshawn in the 10th round. That's my keeper. 10th round Quinshawn could be my RB2.
Could be.
That's it. You heard it here, folks.
Okay.
Cross them off your draft boards.
So both are 10th round picks.
There you go. Man, great value.
We did well in the later rounds.
Yes, we did. I can predict. Maybe we do this in the next round. I can go through each run and I can try and predict their keeper. I'm good at this.
Let's do one. Let's do a teaser with one guy's team.
Okay. Who do you want me to pick? Pick a player. Pick a team.
Darkness.
I don't even know what Darkness' team name was.
Darkzilla, maybe?
Scary Terry?
Terry,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. He drafted Joe Burrow, but he dropped him. So the rules with keeper leagues, in the past at least, is that you can only keep people that were on your team at the end of the year.
Agreed. Yeah. Why would you be able to get a guy back that you
dropped? Yeah. So that's the other thing. It's like I can't tell who he dropped in the past. But this one's a tough one. Darkness has got his work cut out for him. My goodness.
Glad we did this one.
No. He'll probably take Matt Stafford in round 12. That's going to be his keeper. Matt Stafford.
Who else does he have?
Bucky Irving in the 2nd.
Oh, yikes.
Garrett Wilson in the 3rd.
This turn, we were trying to help him. Now we're going to trash his team.
Like, he could, I guess, go with a bounce back with Terry in the 4th, but he could probably get Terry in the 5th.
Or 6th.
Yeah.
He's only a year older. Year slow.
Okay, he'll either go Matt Stafford at 12, which I think is the best value, especially when our league is in the last 2 years have been prone to draft quarterbacks way ahead of schedule. He gets one of the best with still Devontae and Puka.
Yeah.
I think that's the go-to there. The only other one that I could make the argument is George Pickens in the 5th.
Yeah, but he's a Cowboy. I don't think he'd do that.
I don't think she would either.
Who do you have in like the 6th, 7th, and 8th? Let's see this.
Dude, he had Brian Robinson for Atlanta. Brian Robinson, the running back.
Brian Robinson?
Brian Robinson. I did not stutter.
Not Bijan.
No, Brian.
Did you think it was Bijan, Dark?
Well, yeah, it's like, what a steal. I got him in the 6th round. And he got Evan Ingram in the 7th round. That's a punt. And then he picked TJ Watt in the 8th. You don't pick an IDP before like the 15th round. What are you doing, man?
I really didn't mean for this to happen, Darkness. I was just picking a name because you're Yorkie.
He has no choice. If he has any sense, he's taking. Here's the homer pick because I'm going further down. He might, as a homer, take Bill Krosky Merritt in the 15th round because he's a homer. The smart move would be Matt Stafford.
I mean, after when you said that, I thought you were crazy. You had to have something better in there.
No,
there is nothing better. The first 11 rounds. Yeah, and honestly, too, I don't know, you hold on to a 15th rounder. Not bad.
Yeah, but like,
But I just don't know if he's going to play. It's going to be like a revolving.
Rashad White's in there now. Yeah, I just like.
Yeah, I think you're right, Stafford. You got to hope he stays healthy. But your quarterback is set. That's one reason why I was hesitant on Ty because it's just a tight end. But if you already have your quarterback, I mean, you literally could just not even worry about drafting a quarterback until like the 12th round and just load up on everything else.
Yeah.
Or at least attempt to. I don't know. This team. What did he finish? I mean,
it's probably. So this is why you're mad at Cole. Because I don't think Cole made the playoffs. Cole didn't make the playoffs this year?
He couldn't.
Dude, he had St. Brown, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Drake May.
He did have a good team, yeah.
And somehow he still didn't.
Yeah, because he didn't start. I think one of them was probably on his bench.
He didn't start. I don't think he started Jackson halfway through the year. Best wide receiver in football. Cole, this is why you got kicked.
Like the evidence leading to this, it's like it's madness.
You're a great drafter, but then you just kind of just phoned it in.
I don't even think he was there for the draft.
Okay, so he just kind of
he punts, and now we punted him out.
Oh, I like the football analogy here, the NFL analogy. I'm getting so psyched, man. We're so far away from the football, but just looking at this and like looking at keepers. Oh my god,
we're doing a college football fantasy.
Oh my god,
I've got a strategy.
When is that? I have no strategy for that.
I'm not picking. I'm going to try as my hardest not to pick anyone from a major conference.
Really?
Because I think some of these guys that are going to like beat up on the lesser opponents in these other like division or conferences, I'm going to pick them.
Last pick of the draft for me, Brandon Sorsby.
Of course. Oh,
he might come back.
You're going to fight with everybody else for that.
I miss that being our bit. I feel like that's faded. I feel like 5 years ago, everybody had a bit of like having the funniest last pick of the draft. I think we kind of faded from that. I don't think
I never liked it because I would always, like in baseball, that would be like my last holds guy. Like I'd actually use it for a pick.
Yeah.
Because I'd want to draft other. I'm in it to win it, man.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell this year, I'm in it to win it.
I could tell. And that your fall from grace is going to be that much sweeter.
What do you think? I wanted to look this up so bad. What do you think our record is for like guy that's finishing first? How far ahead he is from second place?
Like, wow,
has anyone bid 20?
You're just soaking it in, my friend.
I am. This doesn't happen.
Doesn't give you 2 bye weeks. How far out, man? You at first place only still gets you the first bye. You still got to face some competitors.
Look, DW's been talking a lot. Will Billy after our first matchup giving me crap for dropping Chandler whatever stolen base center. Chandler Bing. Might as well have. You should have just kept him. Your team would have done the same. I'm whooping you right now.
Ooh.
I got 2 losses all year. One's unfortunate to you.
Yeah. Wink. I got that head-to-head, baby.
But yeah. 20 games up is my goal at the end of the year.
All right, that's fine. Because, it's just a number. All you got to do is make the playoffs. That's all I'm focused on. And I will just beat my way to the final like I do every year.
I know. Me and you are always at like 5th, 6th, 4th seed. Limping in.
Yeah. I'm done limping, by the way. I'm almost at full status right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good.
Ready to almost knock that bedroom door over and be like, it's time.
Too late, baby.
Oh, okay. Oh, so less than 2 weeks and you were back in
action.
Okay.
That's right. Cover your ears, mommies and daddies. Your cat daddies and your puppy mamas.
He goes back.
And your fish uncles. Fish uncles. That's going to be a thing. All right, FeetleJuice, you want to send us off?
Yeah, I do. It's been another great episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast. 2 friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything. Give us a follow on Instagram at Undrafted and Overconfident. You can still email us. I'm going to stop saying that. You know what? Email's done.
Just go to the DMs.
Just go to the DMs.
Yeah, slide in them DMs.
Give us some likes. Give us some follows. Tell your friends about us. You never know who might actually find us entertaining, so tell everyone about us.
Yeah. We're an eclectic taste.
We are.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
We keep it light sometimes. We get a little serious.
Talk about relationships.
Yeah.
Dating advice. This will be the #1 dating advice podcast in 2027.
We can only hope.
Mark it.
Love it. And we'll see y'all next week with different takes, same nonsense. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.
Can I know?